Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Twisted Mithril non-denominational mid-late December time one-shot series. I am your host for this evening and DM. My name is Pylos, aka Nestor, and I am joined today by my beautiful, wonderful cast. Joining us from TGN Germany, Zeph.
Yes. Yeah.
And joining us from TGN Escolta second floor, James Bishop.
Did you just tell people where we live?
Oh my! I've made a mistake. No. James Bishop, Delin, and Zach Lukers. I can't say James's name without saying both names. Anyway, for those of you who are wondering what it is you're looking at today, we are taking a step away from our usual 5e fiction in order to put together this one shot. We do have people traveling for holidays, traveling for work, doing other things. So these one-shot series are produced. This particular one is produced by me, so I wrote the story, and for the first time, Zep will be playing as a PC and not an NPC.
I've wanted to do this for an entire year.
For the purpose
all the way to Germany.
The purpose of what we are doing, we used a website called whothefuckismydndcharacter.com, and that is where our four cast members have gotten their prompt and have randomly generated a character around this prompt. So I'm going to go ahead and let them each explain what the prompt is. Or actually, first, you know what? Let me pass it over to Zep, who has some important information to relay to you guys.
Yeah, he's not really used to passing this because he's usually
I'm the guy doing it.
Passy. Hey, did you know that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link it to your Twitch account and get a free subscription as a Prime perk for the broadcaster of your choice? Hopefully it's us. Maybe it's not. We already have had a lot of support from you guys. It's really helped us get new gear, do cool things, and it keeps making the stream better, and we do this all for you guys. So if you already have Twitch Prime, you can click on the subscription button up here, I think. Left there.
Yeah.
And,
you're right.
And you can see if you have one to give to us. Remember that you do have to re-up them every month. So if you have subscribed to us in the past, you got to make sure that it keeps renewing every single month. And if you do not, if you've not linked your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account, Pylos is going to pop some directions into the chat, and we hope we can get everybody hooked up so they can support their favorite streamers.
Okay, thank you, Zep.
How'd I do?
You did excellent. Way better than I do. I feel like I'm just mumbling half the time. Right, so let's go ahead and get started with the prompts for each of the characters. They're going to tell you where their characters come from and what their funny prompt is, and then they're going to do their best to act this character out for the duration of the stream. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
All right. Let's get it. Let's start with Zep. Why don't you tell us who your character is, where they're from, and whatever information you have ready for us.
All right. So my prompt from whothefuckismydndcharacter.com was a critical elf paladin from an underwater city once dry by a magical force field who just wants their money back. And I can relate to this person at a personal level.
Please call it JG Wentworth.
And my character's name is not that one. It is Sinat Fairminor. No.
Hey, JG.
No, please. And so my Sinat is from the now destroyed city of Aquis. And Aquis was an amazing utopia where buildings were made out of platinum and everybody lived a prosperous life. Until about 40 years ago, when the magical barrier put in place by Adria Freyna herself was punctured by human treasure hunters, and all the riches of Aquis were washed away. And that's including Sinat's fortune.
Okay. So Sinat was already wealthy.
Yes.
Okay.
He was a member of the Holy Guard of Aquis.
Okay.
And Sinat's been searching for his money and the human with the red helmet ever since. He stands tall with a long sword in his hilt, wearing an amulet with an S with a vertical line through it. It seems weird to the people around the realm, but for those of us in the know, recognize it as a dollar sign.
Dollar sign?
And he tries to avoid confrontation, but once he's committed to it, he will fight with reckless abandon.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Let's move on to James. Why don't you go ahead and hit me with that prompt?
Man, I feel like you did way more prep than I did. All right. Yeah. Well, you.
He's been waiting for a year. There's a year's worth of prep.
So my prompt was I'm a Machiavellian dragonborn barbarian from a village without children, afraid of dogs.
Afraid of dogs.
Yep.
Okay.
Woof.
My name is Velian Torp. I am a level 5 barbarian dragonborn. I can breathe fire, and I have a special modified throwing axe that has a dart that shoots out of the handle that can do the same damage as if I threw it.
Okay. But say that again.
But I can't throw it.
Correct.
And yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of backstory yet, but I'm from some village up in the mountains that for some reason or another doesn't have kids.
Okay. All right. Yeah. See, the reason you can't throw that axe is because it'd be all out of weight, right? Like because you have like a launching mechanism and it doesn't work the same way. Yeah.
I ruined it by my.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Dylan, hit me with the prompt.
Great. My prompt was a passive-aggressive gnome rogue from a city that never slept who is writing an autobiography.
Okay, so basically you without the autobiography.
You call me a gnome?
Zinger.
I've read most of her first draft of her autobiography.
Thank you very much.
His name is Brina Tarkleby. And she is a deep gnome, so she lives underground. Is one of 37 kids. The city doesn't have a name. It's just called the Surface because they all live in the city and they don't leave. So she has decided that her autobiography does not want to be written about life underground. So she decided to come up to the surface and will provide shitty commentary off of everybody's actions the whole day.
Okay. Zach, hit me with the prompt.
All right, so my prompt came back with, I am a loud gnome paladin from an underwater city once dry by a magical force field, so here, who was forced to watch their family's execution. So I am a rock gnome named Ganon Panagim, and similarly, I too am from Aquis.
Okay.
And I lived a very simple life with my large extended family. We were comfortable, but worked for a living. I'm a tinkerer, so I made clocks and small trinkets and things and sold them to make my living. And I was traveling to sell some of my said trinkets, and I was on my way back to Aquis when the aforementioned magical force field break happened. And I was far enough away that I wasn't affected by it, but I was close enough that I had to watch my entire family die. So I have traveled since kind of aimlessly, trying to keep my spirits up and looking for. I carry a maul and a shield, and I wear javelins over the back. I don't wear armor, but I just have sturdy clothing, good boots, and I'm not really out to start fights because I'm only 3.5 feet tall, but I kind of out to make my way in the world.
You've got a starchy ass shirt.
Okay.
Yeah. The gnomes are 7 sizes that day.
Cool. All right. So, okay, just so I'm sure that I have this right, we have Sinat, who's a critical elf paladin.
Yep.
Rena, who's a passive-aggressive gnome. Velian, who's a Machiavellian dragonborn barbarian. And Ganon, who's a loud gnome paladin.
Correct.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the Ganondorf.
Right.
Yeah.
So, for reference and full disclosure, I had to look up Machiavellian just so that I could verify how exactly James is going to act out being Machiavellian. So, I'm really looking forward to this. The first thing we're going to do...
I don't actually know what that means. So
Machiavellian?
I'm excited.
You never read The Prince? Come on.
Dude, I'm uncultured swine. I'm uncultured swine.
Cunning, scheming, and unscrupulous, especially in politics or advancing one's career.
He's also the author of How to Win Friends and Influence People.
That's right.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start, and I want you guys all to roll me a d20.
Oh,
here we go. Hold on, we haven't.
Wait, I was supposed to bring dice for this?
Are you guys
3?
Okay.
I got a 20.
Okay.
I'm not doing that method.
I got a
anymore.
13.
I got a 2.
Yeah, I'm with Zach.
I said he was going to say this.
James, what did you get?
I got 13.
13. Okay. Zep, you got a 3, and
3.
Delin, you got a 20. Okay. So, Delin.
Is that a nat 20? A crit's in the chat for that?
Oh, crit's in the chat.
Crit's
Okay.
early.
No,
Yeah,
no,
crit's
no,
early in the
no
chat.
benefits for this particular crit, but that's
Except
okay.
my emotional.
That's right. Okay, so here's what's going to happen is the four of you are actually not anywhere near each other right. So what I would like for you to do is tell me where each of you currently is. Delin, it is your choice to determine where each of these heroes currently is.
That's a lot of.
No, just it can be anything. It can be there, it could be that Sinat's sitting in a tavern. It could be that Velian is on a war field. It could be whatever you want.
Okay. I'm gonna start with myself.
Okay.
I just dug myself out from city under the ground, trying to figure out where to go with my life from there. You are trying to sell some of the trinkets that you make at a very busy open air market, having no luck. You're frustrated. You are at the beach.
Dragonborn's like.
No, they don't. So you're having a terrible time. No.
Scales out for Harambe.
No, you are at because you finally get to go on vacation after never going to go on vacation. Taking time. And you, sir, are
In Germany.
in Germany. You are farming.
Farming. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you just built yourself a little cottage. And you're trying to get a farm.
A money farm.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're slowly hoeing a large dollar sign into the field that you planted.
You're not actually harvesting it.
Yeah, you're not harvesting.
You're
You're
just-
just
I'm growing the money. I'm growing the money.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start with.
Yeah.
Actually, give me 1 second. Sorry, just want to verify what I'm doing here. 13. Okay. We're gonna start with a prologue. Here we go. A reading from the diary of the royal daughter. I see first snow as I look outside. The sorcerer is leaving. He was a kind man. His laugh was jovial, and he was so charming. Even his eyes could charm you without magic. The sorcerer stood tall and proud as he spoke to my father, seeking to be his counsel, claiming that with his magic he could help him find more treasure than before. And I must say, I don't think that I could have turned him down. But my father stood a little taller and denied the sorcerer. We have no need for your dark magic here, sorcerer, nor your promise of riches. You could see this enraged the charming man. His red robes swung back and forth as he stormed out. I don't know how my father knew of this man's dark magic, but after what we've been through on that boat, I'm happy he turned the man away. So, flash forward. For reference, the timeline to this story is 200, 300 years after the events of the modern Twisted Mithril story. So they're unrelated, same timeline of stories, but not necessarily the same story. Okay? Our story opens with our four heroes in separate frames, each of them holding a piece of paper. Sanat at the farm that he's just purchased, trying to determine how he's going to make this money. Brina has just dug herself out of the city, trying to find her sense of direction while covered in dirt. Ganon at a town market, trying to sell his watches, chasing wealth. Velian on vacation at a beach. Each of them has received a mysterious note, a note that they're not exactly sure how it got to them, but there it was when they woke up that morning. The letter reads, Adventurers and treasure seekers, seeking only the best, come and see for yourself the lost fortune of Drex. What daring acts and silly mishaps will come your way? We do not know. We cannot say. We are but servants of the fortune. We are but slaves to the game. So will you be the one that frees us from this shame? For there can be only one, while two of one are the same. So, you read this rhyme, and over and over and over again, it keeps playing through in your head, and you can't figure out what exactly it means or anything like that. But you look on the back of the parchment, and there's a map. And that map leads you to an estate. The camera flashes away, and all four of you are at the base of what seems to be a mountain of steps. An estate that up to this point you'd only ever heard of in legend. A gift from a grateful royal to a dragonborn sailor. A gift that sailor would eventually abandon for a life on sea. A life he would call a mission. A life he would call an impending doom. The steps are ornate, yet simple, plain white, but if you look closely, there are details that are only visible the closer you get. An arch over the stairs greets you. Large draconic words etched into the stone of the arch. Nalkusarid, the House of Two Coins. The mansion ahead of you is seemingly far, but not easily missed. It's so big that you can see how big it is, despite how far it looks. The front of the house has windows that glisten in the sun. It's painted white with gold trimmings around the roof of the house. The gold spirals and swoops, but it all flows in the same direction, as though it's pointing to something. You hear a voice, distant, yet strangely loud enough for all of you to know it's coming from the top of the stairs. Adventurers and seekers have arrived! What a joy! What a surprise! Let us see which of you will make it out alive. The four of you run up the stairs and come to a three-way fork in the steps. To your left, a curved path of steps. To your right, a curved path of steps. And straight ahead of you, an extra set of steps. All of them are far or long enough sets that you can't actually see what's on either side. So the first decision is yours. Which path would you like to take?
This is a murder house.
No, we're going left. We're going left.
Can I roll a perception check here to see if we can tell like who's talking?
Absolutely.
12. Wait.
12. Okay.
14.
Okay. So what you understand is that the voice is coming, as far as you can tell, from the house, but you don't see a body, really, right? You just sort of, it's almost like as if you hear it coming from behind the door.
All right, then. Keep your secrets.
That's what that name was for.
Yeah.
Right, then. Keep your secrets.
All right.
So, at this point, like I would really leave it up to you guys to decide how you're going to decide which path you take, if you want to go left, right, or straight ahead.
And we have not spoken to each other at all.
Do we know each other?
Can we assume that we've gotten to know each other, at least the particulars, as we have met and traveled to this house?
Yeah, at this point, let's assume that you guys actually met basically for the first time at the base of the steps, and all heard the voice at the same time, which is what made you guys aware that each of you received this, like, strange cryptic parchment.
Okay.
And that's the, like, most of the interaction you've gotten. Literally, you got to the steps, you heard the voice, and you've run up the steps, and now all of you are at ends at the path.
Velian, that's a nice bathing suit. I love it.
Right? Thank you.
Could we please say it's like an 1850s like bathing costume with like
Oh,
the
of course.
horizontal stripes?
Yes, absolutely. Horizontal stripes.
One
Really
piece unitard.
I truly love it.
But it contrasts really crazy with my scales.
I see there was someone that was on vacation while the rest of us have been working.
Looks very dated.
Don't make me feel guilty. This shit is comfortable as fuck.
No, dated in a good way, but I mean, just, dated.
Vintage. It's vintage.
Vintage.
So did y'all get the same this note? Did you get the same note
Yes.
that I got here? Is that why you're all here?
Your napkin, yes.
Yes, there was somebody said there was money to be found. And while I didn't believe it at first, now we're here, and I want that money.
Using it for payday myself.
I was getting bored of vacation.
Me writing on my paper, I'm like, she goes left, and I just start walking left.
Well,
Sorry.
I guess Brino went left. Let's go.
Okay, Sabrina goes left.
We go left.
Okay, you guys all go left. Excellent.
No, she goes left, followed by the three that
Okay.
I don't
so
appreciate being in this autobiography.
the path left takes you around a corner, and after probably about 100 steps, you come to two doors. On the left side is a door that just says service, and it's two swinging doors, kind of like old saloon-style doors. And on the right side is a large, beautifully ornate, welcoming door.
I want to go in the service store.
You
What
would.
do you guys think? I want to go in the service store.
I think that a dragonborn wearing a bathing suit will be just at home in the service entrance. Let's go.
Who's the passive-aggressive one here? Is it me, or is it you guys?
Well, right now it was you.
So I go to the service store anyway. I'm just like, boom.
I follow him, walking under the Batwing doors.
Okay. Okay. So everyone's gonna go through the service door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you enter the service door, and you walk into a kitchen. It's a fantasy version of a modern kitchen. Everything's
That's okay.
platinum.
Do they have stainless steel?
Everything's platinum because stainless steel is below this mansion house.
About
That-
Corine countertops? Do we have Corine countertops?
Only the finest Corine from the mountains of Faerun. Okay. All the
okay.
grills and ovens are like completely ablaze, and it takes you a second, but it hits you that the kitchen is fully operational. There is like human servers going in and out of the service entrance on like the right side of you, and like they're all wearing white tuxedos and bow ties, and in the very middle of the kitchen is like a stout halfling, and he like, you look at him and he goes, "Hey, someone get these miracle fish to its table or I'll rip your ears off. Order up, the goblin ear is getting cold." And he keeps just barking out orders, and you recognize right away he's the chef. So as he's like barking out orders, the servers are like trying to rush in and out to keep up with him and who he is, and he's losing his mind. His eyes are getting more bloodshot. What do you do?
I just immediately pivot and turn around and go right back out. I just like push my way through the people like them behind me and just like, nah.
So you're just gonna leave the service kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I turn
Before you
around.
can make it out there, I yell, "Hey, that food's not yours!" Which makes the chef turn around and look.
What the hell? Who the hell? Who the hell are you guys?
Right now we have to talk to Gordon Ramsay.
All right.
We
We're
got
lost.
Lost? Are you guests or are you here to work?
we got these, holding up the letter.
What the fuck is that? I don't give a shit about the paper you have in your hand. He go ahead, Zeb, you gonna say something?
Yeah, I'll say I actually stand. I move kind of next to him, point at the rest of the party, and say, "I'm sorry, sir. I'll get my people right in line right now, guys. We need to get this stuff on the go." And I'm trying to persuade him that I am the expediter, and that we are supposed to be here.
I start.
Okay,
to go,
roll. I want you to roll a deception check.
What am I rolling?
A deception check.
Deception?
Yeah.
You sure it's not?
You got two people here that
persuasion?
can't even see to the top of the table.
I think that this guy is. I think that this guy is a really fucking high end chef, and he knows exactly who everybody is supposed to be in his kitchen.
Okay, I'm gonna roll deception. Natural 20.
Shut
I'm
up.
not even kidding. I'm not kidding.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay, natural 20. Crits in the chat. Hey,
Yeah.
Gibby, 100 biddies. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thanks so much. Welcome back to the stream.
I was like,
I was trying to show the dice, but
Okay.
yeah, it's a natural 20.
All right, natural 20. Okay. So he looks at you and he says, "Are you the new guy? It's your first day on the job here, right? I remember you. I remember you them telling me about you. That's it. That's you, right?"
So yeah, it's been a long time in training, but I'm good. It's good to be here. I'm ready to do this. Ready to get this show on the road.
Tell me
All right. Okay. Listen. You guys don't know who I am. And now he's looking at the three people that aren't Sinat. He looks. He goes, if you guys don't know who I am, my name's Flinner Urtrin. Okay, this is one of my biggest events every year. Have you guys heard of me? Flinner makes the best dinner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, love it.
Somebody clip that.
Of course, I've heard of you.
I know you've heard of me. I hired you.
Best dinner. Oh, sorry, sir.
Have you heard of me or not?
Sorry, chef.
Yes, of course.
Okay, then you know that I like good, fast service. Any questions? Okay, here are the first 4 plates. The magic fish needs to go out. The goblin ears need to go out. The foxtail needs to go out. Why is everybody sitting around? I just said these plates need to go out.
We all grab plates and run out through the service entrance.
Through the service entrance. Okay, so you guys entered the ballroom.
As I walk out of sight, I try a bite off of my plate that I'm bringing out.
Okay.
We got that door again, and
Zach, roll a 1d4.
Oh God! Oh no! It's poison.
2.
2?
Just throw it in the...
You rolled a 2.
I rolled. Yeah. What's it to you?
You can add 2 permanent health points to your character.
Yeah.
What did you eat?
I don't even do that.
I can do it for you.
Yeah, but I got the magic fish.
No,
That's
go.
what it is.
The magic fish is just what the dish is called.
Singer.
See.
Oh.
Okay, well, yeah, it doesn't see. It seems like I can't.
Not 60.
No, I know.
Oh, I got it there. I got it. I changed it for you in D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay.
So you should be able to just refresh and see it there. Okay.
Pretty dope.
Yep. That is dope.
Okay. Cool. So, you guys all go out and enter the ballroom of this beautiful mansion. Okay. And in the ballroom, you see ornate images of dragons painted on the ceilings. The dragons all swoosh and spiral in the same direction. From the ceiling hang 5 chandeliers, each constructed to look like sharp scales of a dragonborn. Each of the arms of the chandelier is bearing a point at its end where it hangs underneath. So if these fucking things ever fell, they would fuck people up.
Was this like porn for me?
Huh?
No, it's like cannibalism for you.
No, it's Drez's house. Drez was a dragonborn. You weren't at last week's episode, so you don't know that.
Yeah.
Last week's episode, my character was Drez Kusarid, who was one of the 2 people who survived. So anyway, each of the arms of the chandeliers has a point at the end. The room is filled with tables, and the guests sit all around. You had, from the outside of the house, you had no idea there was this big of an event going on. People are drinking and dining, and bebop jazz is playing. Like really percussive, like. Is
that jizz?
No. Jizz is like fuck, I can't even think of the song.
Cantina
now.
music.
Cantina music. Yeah. No. This is like bebop jazz, like more upbeat, percussive, that kind of thing. So, I want each of you now to roll me a dexterity check.
Am I out there, or am I still with Flinner?
You have actually grabbed a 4th plate because you have realized that they're actually, you know what? No, you're not. I changed my mind.
Hate being short.
19.
20, but not natural.
19.
Oh.
Wait, you rolled a 20, Bishop?
Not as
Not natural. Okay.
Right.
Zach?
Well,
Okay. So. Okay, sorry. I just like I
Oh no.
I'm working in a doc, and I have everything in the outline on the left, so I have to like click the link, so it takes me to where I am in the based on the decisions you guys are making. Anyway, so all of you succeed this in going out to make these like service runs. So like Ganon like goes out, and he's got like 2 plates in each hand, and he's like dropping plates left and right, perfectly nails every one. And like Brina is doing the same thing with a little bit more grace. She's kind of like almost like moving like a cloud through the audience, through the crowds, and like placing plates down. And sorry guys, I have to like remember your names. This is the hardest part. And Velian, being like seemingly the only dragonborn in the room, draws no attention to himself up until the fact that he's like literally balancing like 2 plates on his head. He's like 2 plates spinning, putting dishes in front of people. He is dinner and a show, just as a server. So
He's like the Harlem Globetrotters of plate spinning.
Yeah. So he's doing all this crazy stuff, and he comes, and you guys have worked basically a full shift before you realize it, and you come back to the kitchen, and Flinner is sitting on top of like the kitchen counter, and he goes, I don't know where the hell you guys came from, or how we made it through all this, but we did. Now,
And I go up. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So I go up and I put my arm around him. I was like, Flinner, I know that we just helped you out a lot. What can you tell us about Drex? We've heard a lot
Drex.
about him.
God, it's so funny that you guys should be here after such a long workday. And he kind of like leans back and crosses his leg and crosses his arm and says, I'll tell you what I can about Drex. Why don't you tell me who you really are?
Because I am but a simple expediter, sir. That's all that I am.
Okay. Well, see, this event you're working, it's the Festivus of Drex. Didn't you hear?
Not
No, I just come where they tell me to work.
That's the Festivus of his return. You know what? Do me a favor. Go back into that fridge, grab us all a round of drinks.
All right, I grab everybody a round of drinks.
Okay, so you go into the fridge, right?
Yep.
Okay, so in the fridge,
All right. 3 feet tall.
you see a set of potions. It's like a potion laboratory that you had no idea would exist in this fancy kitchen. And it's like leveled, like purple, yellow. It's almost like a rainbow of potions that you're seeing, right?
Okay.
And on the door is like 5 measly small cans of beer. So I want you to roll me a dexterity check.
Okay. 12.
12. Okay. Perfect. So you stealthily, and I'm just going to give this one to you, you stealthily put 4 potions in your bag really quick. You have no idea what you're grabbing. You have no idea, like, what any of the colors mean, if it's poisonous, if it's good for you, or whatever. You just put it all in your bag. You come and you grab 6. You grab the 5 beers, for yourselves, and a Flinner, and you set them down on the counter. And he looks at you and he says, "Took a long time for the beer, huh? No wonder you're the expediter, not a server. You'd be too slow for it."
So I know my strengths. I play to them well.
Anyways, the Festivus, Drex. It's just a bunch of rich, well, richer than me people throwing around a bunch of money on expensive food and fancy drinks to commemorate his return.
Where's he returning from?
What? Don't you know who Drez is?
We don't get out much. Or above ground much.
What?
Don't you know? He's Drez. He was doing the thing. You tell him.
Why don't you
Why don't
tell
you
us?
tell us?
You're a dragonborn.
Yeah.
No, he's telling a story. I didn't want to interrupt. Sorry I interrupted.
What year are you guys even living in? Drez, he's the sailor. He's a sailor. He's returning from his adventures on the ocean. He's been gone for I don't even know. And then as he says that, two bodies come flying through the service door from the ballroom. Straight through, they bam, smack right against Flinner, and he is on the back wall splattered. Not like exploded, his guts aren't everywhere or anything. No.
I was like, what? Bodies of like obsidian?
No.
What are these bodies
two
made out
human
of?
bodies come through. Two human bodies come flying through the door as though they've been thrown.
Alive, dead? Are they running? They being thrown? Magic?
They're being thrown. Like something fucking huge just picked them up and was like, fuck this. And baseball pitched them through the service door entrance. What do you do?
Immediately take out rapier and a dagger and peek my head under the door because I can look underneath.
So I think I'm being unclear. There are two service entrances. There's a service entrance to the outside where you guys entered from, and the service entrance to the ballroom.
Which one did these guys get thrown in from?
The service entrance to the ballroom.
Okay.
So do you guys want to go through there?
Yep. I'm immediately casting Sacred Weapon on my longsword.
Sacred Weapon on your longsword. Okay. So remind me what Sacred Weapon does really quickly.
For a minute, I get +2 on attack rolls, and it emits a bright light.
Okay. Does the bright light do anything?
No, it's just a bright light. It's basically I just get a +2 on attack rolls.
Okay. So Brina, you look under the service entrance sneakily in your gnome ways, and you see a creature that you've only really ever seen in books underground. That the best way you can describe it is an ogre. It's a huge gray, skin almost looks tough like stone. He's got a club in his hand. But this ogre, there's something different about it. But you can't really identify what's different about it. Just something that seems like something is off about it.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I can see any, look at it more?
Sure.
Okay. Would that be investigation?
Perception.
I would say it's perception.
Wisdom?
It's
Oh.
wisdom.
I'm looking.
Perception should be your own additional skill.
I mean, it's a wisdom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nat 20.
Get the fuck out of here. God damn it. What the fuck is this? Okay. Chris in the chat for these nat 20s just getting thrown around right now.
Today.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, we're wasting these.
Yeah.
Let
so
me have this.
you look it up and down and you see in its face, half of its face is missing. And you can't really explain it, but half of its face is missing, and pieces of its flesh seem to be just falling off because it was. How did you miss that? Candle says you missed it because it was turned around. So it finally turns around. Pieces of its flesh are falling off, but what you notice that's really important is that the flesh falls off and then climbs back up its body and tries to reattach itself in random patches.
Right, nemesis.
You said he was orc?
He was an ogre.
Never mind.
Under
common, so I was gonna talk to it, but
no. But so it's the flesh is falling off of it, but in certain pieces you can see the flesh is decayed. You can see some of its bones and muscles. But in other areas, the flesh is decaying, but then trying to reattach itself and doing it, in different positions all over. It's it's constantly it's its own flesh is alive. It's constantly regenerating itself.
Mhm.
I want to use Divine Sense, and as an action, you can detect good and evil. Till the end of your turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, not behind cover.
60 feet, not behind cover.
Yes.
Well, but you aren't at the service entrance, right? You're still in the kitchen.
Oh, sorry. I just assumed that I walked out through the, or have we not done that? Sorry.
Well, no. So right now, the only thing that's happened is that Brina is under the stairs looking at this. She has stared at it long enough now to recognize these weird things that are happening at it, and the rest of the team is in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna walk out towards wherever those bodies came from.
Okay. So and then you cast this
with my sword drawn.
Okay. So do I have to roll something for this, or is it just work?
Nope. You just have to legally tell me.
Okay. Okay. So read it to me again so I can make sure I give you the right thing.
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Okay, just to your eyes, you see the ogre, and it is glowing black. And immediately you recognize it as a zombie ogre. It does
undead, right?
Yes, undead. That's why I'm telling him that. So, yeah, you see that it's an undead ogre. It's glowing this like weird black, only to you because you're using your divine sense.
Yep.
And you can see that black represents evil magic.
Okay, evil magic. Guys, we're dealing with an undead zombie evil ogre.
That's a lot of adjectives.
Cannon.
Oh, but those are good. Those are very good adjectives. And
You're holy, right?
Like.
Cannon. You're holy, right?
So I immediately pull out 2 arrows.
Zep, he totally ignored you. Let's run that back.
What?
Zep, what did you say?
Gannon, you're holy, right?
Yes.
It's your time to shine, brother. It's your time to shine.
It's your time.
It's your time to fly.
I just love that we have like Hulk Hogan as like an elf in this thing. Like, come on, brother, time to shine. Let's go. It's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to cast Turn the Unholy.
Hang on, y'all gonna run through that door?
I am through the door. I'm through the door.
So at this stage, everybody has gone out to the ogre, right?
All right, well.
Okay. Is it?
Which is just an action. It requires nothing on my part.
So we're gonna engage and maybe roll some initiative.
Hold on, I want to see what this plays into because I do have a sense of what Channel Divinity does. I don't know what the Paladin version of it does.
The ogre has to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 10.
Okay, to what result?
If it fails for 1 minute, it either flees or if it cannot flee, it cowers, and all attacks get a +2 damage bonus.
To it.
Egib, thanks for the bits. Oh my god.
Egib, thank you for oh my god, another 1,200 bits. Egib is out here trying to take first place. Drink to Egib.
Soon.
Are you gonna take that big piece? I'm just kidding. Nope.
Okay, so let's see. Zach, let's resolve this really quick. What kind of saving throw?
Wisdom.
Okay, yeah. It is not passing that. Okay, so this ogre is suddenly looking around and is crippled by this fear. The big club that it's holding is shaking. You can see that it's scared of whatever is happening, and it just sits in a corner for a second. And let's roll initiative.
I feel bad
now
for
I
killing
feel
him.
bad
Yeah.
for the ogre.
18.
What is it?
Wait, 20 actually, because I have +2 initiative.
Okay.
13.
Yes. 21.
Woo! Including your +3?
+2.
Zep?
9.
Gaiden has rolled a 20. Gaiden is a first. Gaiden is going number 1.
Okay, so let's start with Zach. What are you gonna do? Currently, the ogre is hiding in the corner. You have turned it you've turned it undead. and because of, or you've done the, what is it? Turn undead, right?
It's scared.
Yeah, it's
that's what it's called though. The technique is called turn undead.
Yeah.
No, it's called Channel Divinity.
But
yeah, Channel Divinity,
Turn Undead. It's called Turn the Unholy.
Oh, Turn the Unholy. Okay.
Turn the Unholy.
All right. So, for the purpose of this, you will be the only individual with advantage on this beast. So, what are you gonna do?
Well, I do have a maul, and I feel like since it's time, I am going to make an attack with my maul.
Okay.
Hang on a sec.
You're not going to try to talk, he's scared.
No, I'm not going to try and talk to him. So, and I can attack twice. So I am going. It's going to be a two attacks with my maul.
This is the bugbear situation all over again.
Okay, I'm not seeing your weapons in D&D Beyond. So...
They're there. I just added them recently, though. Try refreshing.
Okay. I just want to be able to make. I just want to make sure that I'm looking at the stats that you guys are seeing.
I can see them.
Okay, javelin and maul. You have one maul, correct?
Correct.
But you're gonna attack with it twice.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
2 hits.
2 hit. Okay.
So yeah. So number 1.
What did you roll?
No, he's rolling for attack right now.
Oh, okay.
14 plus 19.
Okay.
Second hit. 21.
Okay, those both hit.
Thought you'd say that. All right.
It's the new table you guys are rolling on.
All right. So first hit is 4 plus 2 for the bonus because of Cleanse the Unholy, so that's 6.
Okay.
And the second attack is 4, 6, 8.
So 12
total.
damage total.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I did use them. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to roll 2 more times.
One more time.
I attacked twice. I used it twice. Sorry, the maul is 2d6.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
So 6, 7.
Okay, so your total damage is 19. No, 20, 13 and 12, right? So
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, that's a big wallop for a little guy.
So, since it's your first attack,
Because I'm so short, I can swing them all right up into his nads. Like, it's perfect.
So since it's your first attack, take me through how you do this. Turn the unholy and everything. Walk me through it.
So, does that remind me of your character's name?
Sinat.
So when Sinat turns to me and says, "It's your time to shine," I have a holy relic that I wear around my neck, and what? Hold on. Yeah, no. I have a holy symbol. I do that I wear around my neck. So you see me like grip it and like stare the goblin in the eye. And as I'm staring at him and I'm muttering under my breath, like the relic starts to glow white. And you see the orc get like fixated on it, and then he starts to freak out, and so then he like runs away, and then I kind of just like the holy relic is still glowing white, and I just like very calmly like walk over and unsling my maul, and stand up on one of the tables next to the orc,
Okay.
and leap at it, and just whap it on the head as I jump down.
Okay.
I hit it once. And then I pivot around once I'm on the ground, and I swing back and I hit it in the back of the knee with my maul again.
Okay. Cool. So, the ogre takes the hit and kind of goes, and still is in the corner shaking. James, it is your turn. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this whole like character name thing. I gotta remember.
No, it's okay.
Velian, it is your turn.
Give us nicknames for it.
Yeah. All right. I charge straight at it, and light it up with my breathing fire. So I just like charge at it, which does 2d6
2d6
lightning damage.
lightning damage. Okay, give me the attack roll first.
Okay.
If you hit.
Right. 14.
14.
Plus sorry, plus what?
Whatever attack.
Plus your attack bonuses on the weapon?
Oh,
Or no, on the spell? Yeah, whatever it is.
Whatever it's in the 4.
Breath weapon is that's it. You roll a 14. You don't have any pluses.
it is 15.
Yeah,
15 it says 15 dexterity.
The saving throw.
that's a
for it.
saving throw for it.
That's the saving.
Oh.
That's a hit. That's
Yeah,
a hit
saving
DC.
throw.
So I have to save against this now, right?
Yeah, you have to make a saving throw. I don't
Dexterity
make
saving throw.
My bad.
Okay. And Zach, just to verify, turn the unholy or whatever doesn't have any disadvantage for saving throws.
No, it stand by. No, it has not. It has the
Okay.
only. Yeah.
Okay, so Bishop, that hit. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay. So 2d6. 2. 5. So 7.
7.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh crap!
What? Too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
Okay.
No, it doesn't affect anything he's doing.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So again, this ogre is like scared again, but you're just like zapping it while it's like poor and defenseless and crying in a corner, and it's like flesh is falling off of it still, even at a faster rate. And Delin, it's your turn.
Sorry. Point out, because it has taken damage, the turn the unholy is no longer in effect.
Okay. Perfect.
So he is no longer cowering.
Yes.
He's no longer cowering. He has like
Alright.
stood back up and is like looking around confused because he doesn't know what just happened.
Oh, so I
But
shot
he's like
No.
banging his club on the floor, and he's like swung his club around and hit one of the tables, and it went flying, and the table is now like stuck in the wall. like and he's picked up a body like from just some random bystander at the party, and he's like smashing it to the floor and throws it through the kitchen.
So my empathy immediately goes away, and I throw you my pen and paper and go, write this down. And I...
I'm like,
okay.
all right.
Witness me.
And I'm going to attempt to take out my rapier and dagger, and we've all seen the prequels. See how Yoda moves, like his little things.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to do that, and
I don't know what movies you're talking about.
Yeah.
They never exist.
we will get into this debate later. And I'm gonna try to attack him with
With your daggers.
rapier and dagger. So I could,
Okay.
so 1 and 1. So you want me to roll?
Yeah. So
one?
roll your attack rolls. Go ahead.
First one is a 23.
Dang.
Second one is a 7.
Okay,
So the rapier is 23.
first one hits. You can
The
do your
second-
do your attack.
Okay, I get sneak attacks. He hasn't taken a turn yet.
God
So
damn it.
I go
Okay, go ahead.
So I
So silly. Go on.
3d6 and a d8. 1, 7, 13. 13 plus 15 altogether.
15 altogether.
And I'm going to use my cunning action to then dash away from him.
Okay. So at this stage, it's the ogre's turn, and it has like flesh falling off of it from the lightning attacks. It's just been stabbed by this rapier, and as it's stabbed, it lets out this horrifying growl. This like, but it's like just so frustrated. And as you like dash away with your rapier in hand, it just like yells louder because it just feels the pain of all these attacks at once, and the skin's falling off of it. Hold on. Hold on a second. The skin that's fallen off of it starts to crawl back to it, and it has earned back 9 points of health.
Press the button in the same position. You
Number
pressed
pad.
My bad, number pad. So it earns back.
Are you fighting Nazis too? Because that's what happened to me.
It earns back 19 points of health from the skin.
19?
Yeah.
You just said 9. Now it's like-
19.
It gained 19.
In back 19 points of health.
This is ridiculous.
And it screams and yells loudly, and it charges at Zep.
Bring it on!
So that is an
I was gonna be nice to this thing.
an
I was gonna
unnatural
try and see who heard it.
unnatural 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
Doesn't bother checking AC.
I know it's less than that.
So it charges at you and stupidly swings the club at you and hits you for 7 points of damage.
Alright.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So I just take that damage,
Okay.
and it doesn't phase me too much, but it hurts getting conked like that.
Okay, so then we are back up to the top of the cycle, and it is Zach's turn.
Can I go?
Oh,
My turn.
Somebody's got.
Oh shit, Zach! Actually, my bad,
Do
Zach.
I get to have a turn?
You know what? I totally.
you just got
Okay, hold on. Growing pains. First, just hashtag just first DM things.
No, I mean I rolled really low, so
Yeah.
I mean I probably should be at the bottom of the order.
Would you roll a 9?
The
You
9,
roll a
yeah.
9. Okay, yeah, you are at the bottom of the order. So Zep, go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I am going to use one of the vials in my holy pack to quickly grab a section of his skin, because I think that this could be totally useful.
Okay.
And are you going to let me take some other action here?
Yeah.
Besides that?
So explain to me exactly so you're gonna run up to it and just peel a piece of its skin back?
Well, I'm hoping that I can get a piece of skin that's not yet on him.
Okay, then yeah, I'm not gonna give you an attack action after this. I think that you have to make it a contest to really get the skin off of this guy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say we're gonna go with a we'll make it just a straight up strength contest. You're gonna try and tackle this dude and get it and get the skin off of it.
All right. Critical miss.
Critical miss? Really?
Oh no! Yes, it's a 1.
The gravity in Germany.
Okay, well then I'm not even gonna tell you what I rolled. So the way I see this playing out is that he crits in the chat, please, by the way, because that must feel so good for him. I know it. So what I think happens is that you run at this ogre and try and jump on its back, and it feels you trying to pluck at its skin, and it pulls you over and holds you up and looks at you and goes, ugh, and throws you across the room. Go ahead and roll me a 1d4.
I'm just trying to help you, brother. 1.
Okay, so you take 1 point of damage from getting thrown against the wall.
Okay.
And Zach, it is your turn.
All right.
Does anybody have any fucking magic? I yell out in the middle of the battle.
Where are you?
Somewhere.
Everyone does.
So each of you are in between the ogre and the service entrance, with the exception of Brina, who is on the far side of the ogre, near the hole where it entered from.
And it's Zach's turn.
All right.
Also, the audio cuts in and out.
Of me?
Yeah.
In case we don't hear anything.
Yeah, but I haven't seen anybody complaining in the chat, so I think it might be us. Or to us, it's cutting out, but real world.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to attack with my maul again, because I believe. I am going to utilize, however, before I do that, my Divine Smite.
Okay, tell me what Divine Smite does.
The Divine Smite, this is based on a hit. I
Okay.
can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage, plus 1d8 for each spell slot level higher than the first. So depending on how many slots I wish to use.
Right. So if you're casting this as a second level spell, then you
Yes.
get 3d8.
3d8, correct.
Okay.
Which is what I'm going to do,
Okay.
assuming I get it.
So you no longer have Lesser Restoration or Zone of Truth available to you.
You dropped out there. What?
So one of your level 2 spell slots will not be available to you.
Correct.
Okay.
That's depending if I hit. So
You better hope you hit. This is like Ring of the Ram minus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. All right.
Is it a 1?
Is it a 1?
No,
What is
but
it?
it is much better.
Is it 2?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a 5, so a 10 total, but I missed.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you missed. So
The weight
that's
of
it.
the ball picks me off my feet and I fly past.
No, because you ran to it with the maul in hand, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it just kind of like sidesteps you and is like looks past itself while you run by it. Like you're basically, he's looking at this like figure that's a tenth of his size running at him with a weapon that stands as big as the person wielding it, and the ogre just sort of sidesteps you and goes. "Huh." With that said, James, it's your turn.
I'm real bummed none of y'all busted out any of that magic because I really wish I had magic right now.
I did. I tried.
Did not succeed.
Did not succeed in busting out any of that magic.
Thank you.
Um,
Credit where credit's due.
well, I guess we're still going for the whole like let's kill it. So, I'm just gonna bolt straight at this guy like full tilt, both hand axes out, and I'm gonna pull a lucky on this guy and just. No, I'm gonna like. Oh wait, man, this guy is not gonna. Anyways, I'm gonna
Too late.
like claw my way up his back, like with hand axes as grapples,
Mhm.
and then like try to actually like sever his head. But like I'm slicing at the back of his neck with both of the hand axes.
Okay. All right.
For a total of 2d6 plus.
Okay. Roll your attack roll.
Cool. 8
Total?
Wait, do I get to roll twice?
No, but you get a
Plus
modifier.
your
Oh, right. Plus my what?
So hit DC is
Plus
5.
what?
plus the 5.
Okay, so it's plus 5 total?
No,
Plus 10
no.
total.
So your number plus 5. You roll it for each one of them.
So
because you
so
each
yeah,
with
so it's
Okay.
19.
So that's.
Have you never attacked with weapons before?
No.
Oh, I guess you haven't. This ain't no magic missile,
what is-
motherfucker.
It's
Come on.
13. It's a 13.
Okay.
I roll again, and
Yes.
I got 11, which is 5, so 16.
16. Okay.
13, 16.
So okay, here's how we're gonna resolve this, because your action is kind of cool that you want to climb up its back. So what we'll do is I'm gonna have you roll a dexterity check to try and climb up its back.
Where that? There. Cool. 14. Wait. 20.
Nat
Natural.
20.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, crits in the chat, dude. We are
You guys are slaying the fucking rolls
we are
here.
critting up and down right
Dude.
now.
I'm glad I you know what, as I was writing this, I was like, fuck, I hope these things aren't too easy. But I'm really glad that I turned it up an extra notch. So go ahead and roll me the attack rolls then. Because one of your attacks hits, right?
Yeah, one of them hits.
Okay.
So that's 1d6 plus 2. Wait. did not do the box. Good. It's the same roll. 4
Verified.
plus 2, so 6.
6. Okay. Cool. So I think what I see happen here is you run full speed at the ogre, and you like slide under its legs, and you like stick your first axe in there and like pull yourself up, and you come down and like slash onto the ogre's like shoulder, kind of like right here, you know, and you do so and like roll off of his shoulder and land in front of him without realizing that you've forgotten the other axe. You've rolled a natural 20, so that will come into play shortly. You're not going to immediately gain advantage from the natural 20, but it will come into play for you. I promise you. That is the end of your turn, correct?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Delin.
Is he under a chandelier?
He is under a chandelier. Yeah.
Bigger than a bread. Yeah, we should use those earlier.
Yeah.
We really should.
I'm gonna try to scale up there and cut the chandelier down.
Okay.
Throw something? Yeah, something to throw?
I am dexterous.
I'm just saying.
Roll me an athletics check. Actually,
Acrobat?
yeah, roll me an acrobatics check.
20s don't fail me now. Fuck.
No
10.
one's ever gotten a good roll after saying
10?
that.
Yeah.
What you just said.
You rolled a 10.
10.
Okay, that
10 years going to Vegas as far as one thing.
if this is your action, basically you run, you jump on a table, you jump off of his shoulder, and it looks like you're about to make it. You're like arms up and you're like ready to grab onto the chandelier, and then you're just short. And and you fall
Hashtag
back.
gnome things.
And you
Mid-air to whip out my short bow and shoot him while falling.
if you had okay, sure. Actually, why not? Give me the
Never made
attack
a
roll
dex
on
roll.
it.
Oh, all
The
right.
attack. Okay, I'm gonna
No,
as I'm falling down,
He-
pull out 2 arrows and try to like.
He's gonna make you hurt if you fail this roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll 1 for each arrow because I'm doing 2.
Okay.
You have time for this?
I don't
Jump.
know.
Son of
Critical fail.
Is it a critical
oh
miss?
my god.
Okay, what's
Oh my.
Don't- you know what?
I don't think
Oh, SVP, thank you for the host, brother. Thank you so much. Okay.
Oh, thanks, SVP.
Okay. It's a 1. Don't even bother rolling your other one. So
you
as you like miss the chandelier, you're like, oh shit. You like unwrap your bow and knock 1 arrow, but you're not paying attention to how fast you're falling, and you thud the floor really hard and bounce off the floor. As you bounce off the floor, you accidentally release your arrow and shoot yourself in the foot with one of them. Go ahead and roll 1d4.
You want to use one of mine?
Wait, take that out of there.
What?
Take the 20 out of the
Oh,
bin.
I didn't see this. That's a 3.
3. Okay, 3. You take 3 hit points of damage with the arrow in your foot
That I shot.
that you shot. Okay, it is the ogre's turn. So,
Wait, what about Zep?
Zep is
I'm
after the
after
ogre.
the ogre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's the ogre's turn. The ogre lets out a loud, like ferocious yell, and lets out a loud, ferocious yell, and it earns back 6 points of health.
Stop.
Um,
Oh, magic.
Thank you. Lightning breather. Why don't you do something?
I'm not late. That's all I can do with it is breathe it. I did it.
Well,
it
Work.
but it raises its shoulders and hands up in the air, really, really big, and it lets out this like roaring, just like yell, and it takes 8 hit points. As you see the skin that fallen off from the axe, not be able to get back into its position, it keeps falling over. So the ogre, as its action, is going to attempt to run its back into the wall to clear this axe from its body. And so what is your constitution, Bishop?
My constitution is +4.
No, the overall number.
18.
Okay. And it fails. This axe stays in its back, and that's the end of its turn. It has taken 8 points of damage.
Dope. Let's hope it
I
stays
helped
damaged.
with that.
Just kidding.
All right.
Encouragement.
My turn.
Yeah, so all of you have just witnessed this thing freak out about the fact that there's something stuck in it.
Yep. All right. Can I go?
Yep.
Please.
Yes, yes.
All right.
We're skipping you again.
Aw.
Hell no.
So, all right. So I'm going to run up to the ogre and try and attempt to swipe its feet out from under it while also jumping up, grabbing its neck, and putting it in a sleeper hold. And I'm going to attempt to grapple this thing belly down right underneath one of the chandeliers and hold it there so the chandelier is right over the place where the axe is in.
Okay. There's quite a bit of resolve here. I'm gonna.
Just roll one of each of your dice and tell me what it is.
No, so okay. First, let's roll the attack.
No,
Let's roll the attack on the javelin. On not the javelin. Excuse me. I'm reading the word javelin on your attack. Let's roll the attack for swiping underneath it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, so I am making a grapple action. That is what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Who will win?
And that's against its armor class, right? That's what the grapple action is for.
So grapple is and just so you know, I rolled this and it's a nat 20.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
Okay.
And so, but grapple is when you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use the attack action to make a special melee attack. A grapple, if you're able to make multiple attack actions, this attack replaces one of them.
Okay.
The target of your grapple must be no more than one size larger than you, and must be within your reach.
Which it is.
By making a grapple check instead of an attack roll, the strength it's a contest. So my strength
Against my
check
strength.
is
Okay. Okay.
and I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not even gonna fucking bother rolling. Okay. So this thing is now in a choke lock. Both of its legs have been swiped from underneath it. And you are arms wrapped around. You've never seen a fucking elf look so strong.
and with my second action, I'm fucking grabbing some of his motherfucking skin.
Okay.
Ugh.
And that is a 20 not natural.
Okay. Yes, you grab some of his skin. God damn.
Most successful roll we've ever had.
Okay. So, all right. So tonight's crits are lit. It's because I'm the fucking DM today, and everyone wants to just screw my story. Okay, no. But so okay, yeah. So you have it held down. You have a piece of its skin in its vial. The vial is like in your mouth. You look like a badass. And it is Zach's turn.
And then I'm gonna scream, Ganon, get this chandelier onto this motherfucker right now, brother.
I'm just standing there like mouth.
Brother.
All right. Well, in that case, I have 2 attacks. So that means I have 2 throws with my javelin, and I'm going to attempt to hit the rope holding the chandelier with both of them.
Okay.
I yell, "It's higher than you think!"
I turn and look at her and say, "No shit!" Shortest people in the fucking room. All right. Anyway, so do I need to roll some sort of athletics check?
Yeah, no. Roll your attack roll. The chandelier rope has a value.
Okay.
It's a nice rope.
18 is number 1.
Okay.
11 is number 2.
Okay. Actually, no, yeah, because you already said you're gonna throw both of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one clean swipes the rope of the chandelier, and it like holds for a second as it creaks, and it's held together by a last thread, and then it just goes. And
I'm sorry about your axe, Velian.
in slow motion, it sits there for a second and comes wailing down on the ogre. Let's see.
The chandelier is going to roll.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what's happening. I want to verify that I'm rolling the right value. Give me 1 second, because
That's why I love this game. Somewhere there exists in the rule book the damage value for a chandelier drop. Like, that's a real thing.
well, not this homebrew. It's not.
Make it yourself.
It can be calculated.
Yeah.
I mean, I that's not true. I did come up with something. Okay, so the chandelier comes down and it lands straight into the back of this ogre. In fact, piercing it all the way through, but also shattering the top half of the chandelier. The ogre takes 24 points of damage from this chandelier. But caught in the explosion, Sinat, roll me a 1d4.
Took less damage from chandelier than it took from my first.
I can't even make a dexterity save here to try and get out of the way. That's a 3.
You were too busy
That's a
apologizing.
3? You take 3 points of damage from the glass shards that are exploding. The reason I'm not giving you the dexterity check is because you're already involved and wrapped up, keeping the ogre down.
Okay.
So I think that the chandelier falls too fast for you to get out of the way.
Cool.
No sacrifice, no victory.
So 24 points. Now the ogre like stands up, holds its club, and starts banging on the floor again. A large piece of glass, or not, large piece of metal, excuse me, from the bottom of the chandelier, is sticking through its chest. And James, it's your turn.
Oh shit! That guy's still alive.
We need some magic here.
No shit, Sherlock.
One trick.
Bring
Bring some fucking lightning on him. He has a giant piece of metal running through
I
him.
can't use it again.
And the axe still stuck in his back. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go ahead and add my great axe to that mix. I'm just gonna charge at it and fucking slam my great axe into the back.
This whole time you had a bigger axe?
Yeah.
It does the same damage.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It does more than that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Has anyone seen my bigger axe?
Okay. So go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Yeah, I gotta find my D12. This.
No, you need to find your D20.
Oh, well. 18.
Yeah, that hits. Okay.
And now this is a 12, right?
Yes.
Yeah, got a 12. Okay.
It's the one that looks like a D20 with less.
Okay. 6 plus 1, so 7. Yeah. I
So
do 7 damage.
7
Okay.
damage. Okay.
Cover the little mark on it.
It's slash.
He does 7 slashing damage. I don't know if that.
It's slashing damage. Take me through the whole course of the action here, Bishop.
Hold on. Okay, so I was standing in front of the ogre,
Mm-hmm.
but not close enough to take damage from the flying shard, so I'm a little bit back.
Right. You're like, so Sinat was right on top of it. The rest of you are like a steady 30 feet away.
Okay, so
There's no-
Snat's action took him, the ogre, further away from me than he was previously. So I have to now run towards the ogre.
No,
and I just
Sinat basically took him down where the ogre stood, and then the chandelier landed on it. It stood up and sort of backed away and yelled. So your action is within 30 feet.
Okay, so I bound up and jump off of the table next to me onto one of the tables that is sticking out of the wall from where he hurled it earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and jump off of that and slam my great axe with all my body weight down into it, which for 7 damage isn't a whole lot of body weight. Apparently.
Okay.
But there.
And then, what are you leaving the axe in him, or are
No,
you,
I'm hanging onto it still.
You're
I'm
hanging onto the axe.
I'm hanging on the axe, planted my feet onto
This is
his back, and I'm now riding
Riding the
Yeah.
ogre. Okay. Okay. Cool. No, that's what I.
Let's just go ahead and say the axe has a strap in the back, so I'm just like,
Okay, that's what I thought you were going for. I just didn't want to miss the whole action. Okay,
This is that
cool.
monster all over again that we're fighting.
and while I'm there, I like kind of lean over and like grab hold of the other axe, so I have two hands.
Okay, cool. Dylan?
Well, let's see if I can even roll anything that's not a 1. Take your dice.
Oh, geez.
Sounds like Rowan antics, says Morris.
Classic Rowan.
So I'm gonna attack with my rapier and a dagger.
Okay.
Can I? Since I get 2 weapon fighting, can I just use my rapier twice?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not used to this.
You get 2 attacks.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with those 2 attacks. All I need to know is how you're ending. What I really need to know from you guys is how you're ending that attack.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack with the rapier twice. 3 seconds. 15
Okay, that's a hit.
and a 12.
15 and a 12. The second one is not a hit.
Okay. So be 1d8. One of us is on him, so sneak attack applies. So 3d6. 1, 5, 9, plus be 15 total.
15 total?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Welcome, Dragonborn.
Do you
It ain't
have
all that great.
any-
Get
What's
there.
your class?
Dragonborn.
No,
Oh,
your class.
Barbarian.
Do you have any
Oh.
barbarian like
Yeah.
add-ons?
What is this meta thing going on right now?
No, you said I
We don't
didn't
do
do
that here.
enough damage, and I said, "Do you have any barbarian add-on?"
Oh.
It's like, not really.
All right. Okay. Well, so Dylan, what is your action? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go and use, forget your name, Villian, to climb up him
Okay.
and bury the rapier in like the back, like right here.
Top of his shoulder.
Well, I would say spinal.
Okay. Spinal cord. Okay. Cool. It is now the ogre's turn. So
We don't know that ogres.
Maybe
What
he's
kills
made of
people
jelly.
quickly.
That's a very lucky answer, not a very.
Anyway.
Okay.
Right.
So the ogre now with our 2 of our heroes on its back starts screaming and yelling and like trying to like break the chandelier in its chest, and is like trying to scratch at its back, and it right off the bat takes 22 damage from the blades that have been left in it, as the skin that has fallen off continues to try and climb back up, but can't find its place. It can't find its home. And the ogre like is like freaking out, doing this whole thing, and he spots Zach. I don't remember your character's name. Ganon, thank you. He spots Ganon and starts Zaganon starts charging at him with his club, and he rolls a 11
And against
my AC, right?
against your C. Correct.
Fail.
Fail. Okay. He swings a big swing and misses, and kind of turns himself around, does like a pirouette, and it is Zep's turn.
Okay. what I'm going to do is I am going to take both of my javelins, and I'm going to try and throw them into him and stick them in him.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll 1. That is a 9.
Okay, that does not hit.
And the second one is a 16.
That hits.
Okay. And then I am also going to use one first level spell slot to divine smite him.
Okay.
And then so that is when you hit with an attack weapon, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage to a target, plus 1d8 against undead or fiends.
Okay. Just give me the
And
total.
okay.
Oh, I missed.
So for my attack is going to be, that's a 1d6 plus 3. That is a 4.
Okay.
1 plus. Now I'm gonna roll my 2d8s. 4, 8, and then my extra 1. 5, so it's 13.
Okay.
And radiant damage because he's undead.
Okay. So, but it's only radiant damage for the divine smite.
For the divine smite.
Right,
so that's 26
26 damage.
damage for divine smite,
Correct.
plus 4 damage for the 1 javelin.
30. Okay, 30 damage total.
Yep.
Okay, so the first javelin misses the ogre blatantly. It's like it's like you hadn't thrown the javelin in a long time, and you throw the
That's
first
true,
one,
I haven't.
but you throw it across your chest,
Been too
like,
busy with
and the javelin just breaks like far left. You can see that you threw it really hard because it kind of does like a curve in the air, but it like misses really horribly. Even the ogre is like. Meanwhile, while the ogre does that, you're already charging the second one back. Boom, whap, right into its leg. And then you know what? Why don't you tell me what Divine Smite looks like since you hit a baller ass Divine Smite?
So after I threw the first one, I basically grab my dollar sign amulet and pray to the gods that this will work, and they grant me strength, and the javelin gets light, so bright it's blinding. And as I throw it right at the ogre, this thing, it just pops out like a flashbang.
Okay.
And everyone has to shield their eyes.
Sick. Holy sickness. Okay, so this fucking ogre
Holy
is
spite.
super hurt. It is more than half of its skin is fallen off. Basically, it's a pile of bones and some like really gross colored tendons and muscles holding it together. Zach, it's your turn.
You had to put that mental image in my head. I got it.
Muscles and tendons holding it together.
I
No,
said
he
that
said-
was Madonna.
Oh.
Oh God, rip.
Grants and much.
Oh God, what did I do? I'm good. Keep
All
going.
right. I too, following his fine example, am going to use Divine Smite with my maul.
Okay.
Maybe this time it will actually work.
Ha! Ha!
That's gonna be a 1.
That's going to be a critical miss, bud.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, brother.
Actually, I don't want to say why, but I'm elated about this. Go on.
Oh.
There's no go. You go on. That's
Okay.
it. I'm done.
All right. No, you're not. So roll me a 1d4.
3.
Okay, so you like try and start your divine smite spell holding your necklace, and you like give out this loud yell like you know you're about to look badass, and it lights up, and then like almost like out of a cartoon, it like just sort of like blows a poof of smoke in your face, and like your face is all black, and you open your eyes, and you're just like, what the fuck? And it's Bishop's turn. No, I'm sorry. It is Bishop's turn.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and enable Rage mode.
Okay.
Real spell.
I'm gonna activate Rage,
Yeah, it is.
which is the bonus action,
Okay.
and so that I am now raging for up to 1 minute.
Right, and raging, it adds something to your something.
It adds +2 to all my melee attacks.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So, also while I'm at it, I'm gonna use Frenzy Attack, which gives me an additional.
Can you use multiple bonus actions in one?
Or there's both
It's
bonus
just a thing that I activate as part of rage. Like frenzy attack.
You
is
give,
just an
yes, that's
add-on.
correct. It adds something to your something. Sorry.
Yep.
So a frenzy attack gives me one extra melee attack.
Okay.
So I am going to make a grand total of. Basically, I've got the two
Axes.
axes that are holding on. I'm holding on with,
Yeah.
and I basically dislodge one,
Uh-huh.
ram it right back in even harder,
Okay.
do it again with the left one, and then repeat again with the first.
Okay.
Just chop, 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 so that I end up buried in, but they're both buried in like tiny.
Okay. Roll me the attack roll.
Cool. Attack. 7 plus. I'm on the wrong page.
Plus, probably not enough.
Oh, rip.
Yeah,
I can tell you that it is not enough.
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say.
one of them-
13.
Not enough.
So
All right. Well,
That's
good enough.
That's with all your raging bonuses too, right?
because the raging bonus only gives me a damage, doesn't change. The...
Okay.
You
Okay.
should rage harder next time.
God damn it! No, I didn't make any of those.
That's not usually
Not a
problem.
not a single one. 3 chances you didn't make a single roll. Okay. You know, a tie would also go to your advantage,
they were
right?
less.
They
than
were
the
all
first
less
one.
than that first one.
Oh, yeah, you didn't make any of them. Okay.
Critical misses, but they may as well.
Yeah.
This
Okay. So you're like on its back, and you just hear like you can hear you yelling, and it sounds like something's gonna happen, but you're just yelling, trying to get the first axe unhooked. Ah! And it
I never met.
Oh, God.
and it is Dylan's turn.
Um,
All right. It's you.
All right, so I am still on the back of him. Yes.
Yes.
Right,
Pull
you're
out
on
both
that,
of my
okay.
daggers and the thing.
The
Irish
The
smile?
Scottish
Yeah.
smile. What is it called? Irish smile.
Glasgow smile.
Glasgow
See,
smile.
this is why I
You
didn't say
Glasgow
it, so
smile.
wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't say
You're
that.
wrong too.
So I pull out both of them. And
I thought you were talking about the Ingo Montoya thing, like with the double.
Okay.
yes, I'm
Okay.
gonna like just
Okay, I'm with it. Okay. Go ahead and roll me the two attack rolls.
wrong page. 12. That was 11. So 11. And a 15.
Okay, the 15 hits.
Okay. So it's that plus sneak attack. So 3d6 plus a d4.
fucking sneak attack.
Dude, I like weeks we've been playing, I now understand your problem with sneak attack. It's unreasonable.
It's way too OP.
A 9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna play this one out for you really quick. You like climb up its back and or you're already on its back. You like climb to the top of its back on its neck, and you like stick both daggers into the side of its face, right? And the left one you totally forgot was actually already like there was no skin there, so you just kind of like stab into empty space because it's just like this broken ogre skull, and the other one you like rip back, and the ogre's eyes roll to the back of its head, and it falls to the floor with a big loud thud. The thud like forces the chandelier completely out of its chest. Velian like has just enough time to like he's like still struggling, but as the ogre's falling, he's like, "Ah!" And he gets both of them out at the same time, and it's like, oh shit! And he like kicks off the ogre's back and like kind of rolls over, and the ogre is dead.
Finally.
It has died.
Oh my god.
Except
No.
Gains all his hit points back.
no. Except in a last ditch effort, it stands back up very suddenly, and some pieces of skin are like trying to get back to its place, and it swings the club at you. one last time.
Me?
Yes.
Can I use my last action to dash out of the way because I get an action at the end?
Bonus action.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, haha.
So it swings its club out of the way, and it completely misses you, and spins and trips and falls right back onto the chandelier that had previously pierced it. It takes the 1 health point it just earned back, and it is dead.
Get wrecked, bitch.
We are now out of combat. The ogre fades away into a dust. None of its skin or its bones or anything remains. Sanat, you look at the vial of the skin that you had collected, and it too fades away.
Oh.
But what's left are 2 coins on the floor that glisten, silver and gold. Coins that you hadn't realized were around its neck the whole time.
I jump on those coins quick before anybody else.
Damn it!
18.
You jump on those coins?
He already rolled for it. Two.
Okay, so let me get this right. Sanat, you're gonna jump on both coins.
I see money I want.
Okay. And you rolled an 18.
18. I don't know what it was. I just wanted to roll it before Bishop did, so
Okay.
I can add whatever you need me to add to that.
I'm rolling against him too. Let's get in this.
Fake Trees, thank you for the 101 bits to take the top spot.
Thank you, Fake Trees. Appreciate it.
We killed Shrek.
Okay.
Yes.
Sanat, roll a 1d4.
Who?
Sanat.
Oh. Not in my swamp.
1.
Okay, so you run and jump and try and grab both of these coins, one hand on each coin, because they're 2 separate necklaces, 2 separate coins.
Oh yeah, I'm grabbing both.
And you grab them both, and as your hands are about to land on them, they both glow really hot, and a force pushes you back off of both of them. And pushes you against the wall, and you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
I look at you and tell you we're in a Dragonborn's house. How about you try taking?
Well, I guess
And I kind of like
didn't make it. I'm still diving.
I'm gonna say, as I'm like on the ground, like trying to recover from this, maybe we should check him out before we touch him.
All right. So I like get real close. I like do this like lizard thing where I'm down on the ground, real close to it, and I'm like.
So you observe both coins.
I observe both coins. I touch nothing, and I will roll an observation.
Okay. You don't have to roll an observation. The coins are very obvious. There are 2 coins, 1 gold coin and 1 silver coin. Both are engraved. One is engraved with an image of a dragon, a full-born, mature dragon. The second one is engraved with an image of a phoenix.
Mm.
Wait, which can you? Was it the gold one?
The gold is
dragon
the
or phoenix?
Dragon. The silver is the phoenix.
Mm.
There could only be one if 2 of 1 are the same.
No, right? I'm trying to figure that one out.
So, what are you going to do now that you've observed the coins?
Hold on. Can I get a quick recap on what Zep tried to do there? Because I wasn't.
Zep tried to grab both coins and keep them for himself.
Great. I'm going after that Phoenix coin.
You want the phoenix coin?
I take the Phoenix.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Whatever. All right. I rolled a 2.
A 2?
Yeah.
Well, this has been a good stream, folks. We all died.
Plus 4.
So you roll a 6.
You roll a 6. Okay, roll a 1d4.
Why do I feel like this is the equivalent of being sent to my room now? Like,
6.
roll a 1d4. Like,
You
no,
rolled
I
a
don't want
6 on a
On a
1d4?
1d4.
Oh, 4. Sorry. I miscounted. Sorry.
He's like, too late now. No taking that back. You're
1. Number 1.
You're
Right.
6 damage.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. You pick up the phoenix coin and you look at it really deep and longingly, and it just pops right out of your hand and smacks you in the forehead and falls back to the floor because you were not strong enough to maintain it.
Man.
We all tried this like a
Fuck
sword and a
it.
stone thing. Like,
I am gonna try to pick up the coin with the dragon on it, not the phoenix.
Okay.
I don't have the actual one. Find it.
That was
I don't know what
a
it is. I look.
which one?
Constitution saving throw.
6.
Total? Okay. What is it? 6? You guys.
I have advantage on not.
Okay. Remember your guys' numbers, because if everyone fails this again, I'm gonna adjust. Zach, what is your choice here?
I'm trying. Might as well. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's do it.
Okay. What are you gonna pick up?
It's the Phoenix, and what was the other
The
one?
dragon.
Dragons are cool. Let's try the dragon.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Dragon?
Oh.
Roll the dice.
Yep.
Let's do it. Oh, that was
I saw that.
so close to being a nat 20.
But it isn't.
It's not. 14 plus, so 16.
Which coin are you picking up?
The dragon.
Okay. You grab the dragon coin, look at it again with the same look, and you hear something coming from it, something emanating from it, whispers.
I
You
whisper.
speak parcel tongue.
But nothing happens, and you put it around your neck. You have picked up the dragon coin.
All right.
Can you reach the Crispix? Yes.
Can I
Who's up?
can I do an Arcana check on the coins just to see if like I can tell what kind of magic this is?
Sure.
We should have done that before they started bopping their head and stuff. Oh.
That is a 16.
It's a 16. So you can identify that this coin is enchanted. It's enchanted to you can tell that the two coins in fact are enchanted to each other, and that they're related. But you can't identify how or why. It is an enchantment spell that's on the
Okay. Okay. And is it so? Can I? Oh man. Can I want to like use like a cloak or something to grab the other coin but not. I don't want to touch it.
Okay. Why don't you do that, and I'll give you advantage on the throw.
Okay. And that's the silver coin.
Correct.
What am I rolling?
Strength or Constitution.
Constitution. Okay. 16 on the first one.
Okay.
Do I need to roll it again?
Nope, that's it. You put the cloak over the coin, and then you like kind of tackle the cloak for fear that the coin's gonna do something. And then you pick up the cloak, and the coin like pops out of the cloak really quickly and gets into your face.
Like who you messing with, punk?
And then
You want
the band that the coin is on flips around your neck, and you are
Fuck.
wearing the Phoenix coin.
Okay.
Cool. So now at this stage, the ballroom is in complete disarray. We're gonna be meta for a second here, and I'm gonna resolve something. Zep, when we were in the kitchen and you were with Flinter, maker of the best dinner, you stole a series of potions.
Yep.
For each of
I sold 4 potions. Yeah.
4 potions, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot about those. Shit. I should have handed those out.
Give me a random potion.
I have your numbers. So what happens is each of you basically like Zep, you basically reach in your bag and just start throwing them out and going, sorry, I forgot about all these. Sorry, I forgot all about these. Delin, you rolled a 19. With that 19, he throws you a potion. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. He throws you a potion that is a potion of sudden translocation. When used, it will randomly and instantly teleport the user to an unoccupied space 50 feet away.
Okay.
A potion of sudden translocation. When used, it will randomly and instantly teleport the user to an unoccupied space up to 50 feet away. So, Yeah, so what that means is that anywhere that someone is not is how I'm going to treat the word unoccupied. Okay? James, you rolled on a second. James, you rolled a 13, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
What role are you referring to?
We did this a long time
The
ago.
very first roll that you guys, the very first roll you guys did.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was. Go for it.
Okay. Zep hands you a potion that you recognize as a potion of greater healing. So it's a potion that let me verify the numbers. I forgot the it is a potion that does 4d4 plus 4 for the person who takes it to your HP.
You can add.
Writing it down on paper.
And Zep and Zach, the last two potions are the same potion. They are two lightly red potions that have no real significant image or view, but they're just regular potions of healing.
Oh. For how many hit points?
2d4 plus 2.
I'm popping that right now.
You're popping it right now?
Yep.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your 2d4 plus 2.
2, 4, 6.
6. Okay. Fantastic. So, you are in the ballroom. It is in complete disarray. Back behind you is the kitchen, where all you see is the broken service doors, and behind where the ogre was, you see the hole in which he crashed through the ballroom. There are bodies strewn across the floor. There is the backside of the ornate entrance that you recognize from the first flight of stairs that you walked up. Where do you want to go?
I am going to, while the rest of the party is deciding where to go, Sinat really couldn't care. He does care about, just because this is a party of dignitaries, there's been a lot of platinum. I want to loot the bodies to try and find any Aquian platinum from the city of Aquas.
Okay.
Just to see if any of these guys had it on them.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
On all the bodies?
No,
No, just like
I mean,
the ones that are
loot the
strewn
bodies
around.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
That is investigation. That's a 16.
Okay. You find 2 solid, large platinum Aquas coins. They're large and notable, only because you know that these particular Aquan coins were meant for kind of like old money type folk. You know what I mean? People in Aquas who everyone was prosperous there, but that doesn't mean there weren't still some people who maybe set a little bit above the rest. Council members, high government officials, people like that. That's what these Aquan coins represent.
Okay, and I walk back up. I walk back over to Ganon, and I hand him a coin, and say, "Something funny is going on here, brother. I think that we need to explore this further."
Why would
Do
they
you know
have
what this is?
coins? Aqua.
Exactly. I don't know. We need to see if the man in red is somewhere around here.
Why would they coins from Aquas?
Oh, shut up. You know the man in red?
I know him well. He's the one who stole my fortune. I've been looking for him ever since the untimely demise of our fair city.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting cross-legged on the ground next to you all, just
He killed all 35 members of my family. Let's get him.
and I look down and I put my hand on Ganon's shoulder and said, This man must be brought to justice for your family, for my fortune."
And I shouldered my maul for Aquas.
For Aquas.
Okay, for Aquas. So now
we're gonna continue looting corpses.
No. See, now you have 3 paths to choose. You can choose back out the ornate door, back into the kitchen, or back out the hole that the ogre entered from, like broke through the ballroom door.
Is what's his face still in the kitchen?
He's dead.
He is in the kitchen. He is very passed out.
Great. I want to go back to the kitchen and raid all of the other potions out of that fridge.
Okay. Roll me. I'm gonna let this happen. Go ahead and everybody roll me a d20.
A D20, you said, yeah?
Yes.
There's about to be a giant table through that fridge.
Can I roll again?
No.
Absolutely not. Everybody.
Oh, everybody.
Everybody roll me a d20, yes.
Sorry, that was not.
4.
8. Don't want it back.
That'll be a 10.
Got mini golf.
We're doing great, guys.
10. Bishop, what did you roll?
4.
4. Okay. So Bishop, you go back to the refrigerator, and there's a body in front of the refrigerator. You can barely get it open. And as you pull it open, you notice that like all of the potions are basically broken apart. There's like fluids all over the bottom of the fridge that are like mixing and are like an amalgamation and discolored and bubbling, and you're like, ugh. It's like basically
That's a Barmat special.
It's basically an alchemist's worst nightmare. But what you get from this is you pull 3. Let's see. 2 potions of greater healing. One will go to Delin and one will go to Zach. And you pull 2 regular potions of healing. That's all that's left.
And those go to me.
And those go to you and Zep. One of each.
A potion of regular healing.
What is a potion of greater healing?
4d4 plus 4.
And the regular healing?
2d4 plus 4.
2d4.
Yeah.
Okay. So, go ahead.
I'm going to turn to Ganon and be like, you should walk towards each of the other 2 entrances and listen to that coin that was whispering to you.
Okay. And so I will walk towards the ornate door.
Okay. And you're hearing the coin.
Yes, I'm listening to the coin.
As you're walking towards the innate door, the whispers actually get quieter. They get silent almost as you get closer to the door. It goes from like to like just like shallow breaths.
Sorry.
So like, all right. And then what if I walk over to the goblin door?
The door that the ogre came through.
Sorry, the ogre door.
Yeah. They're basically screaming. Now you're not just hearing them like from the coin, you're hearing them in your head, in your ears. They're yelling. What's that?
Can I understand what
No,
they're saying?
you can still not understand them. They just sound like screams and wails. Zep, you're actually experiencing a similar thing.
Yeah, I was going to say I want to walk over to the ornate door.
Yeah.
And listen to my coin.
Yeah. Neither of you can understand.
Not hearing any of this, and I'm like, guys, what the fuck are you doing?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
And talk to the hand.
No, he was agreeing you're not hearing any of it.
You're not hearing any of it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm looking at them being like, what the hell are you doing?
You just
Yeah,
said
and-
Well, look, are you talking in your character voice to your fellow characters or what?
Yeah, it's literally what I just said. Guys, what the fuck are you doing?
coins are talking.
The coins are talking.
Oh,
Did
okay.
and did on the ornate door is my coin screaming or is it not?
No,
screaming?
it's silent. The coins are only screaming when you're by the ogre's exit. You're still in the ballroom.
The coins are longing to go where the ogre came from.
Of course, they want to return home.
Well, let's take them home.
That's a bad idea.
I still think we should check it out.
I think that's also a bad idea.
Can we see anything through the door or through the hole?
Yeah, actually you can. So through the hole of where the ogre came from is a courtyard.
Outdoor or indoor?
Outdoor courtyard.
Stupid
Okay.
push.
Do you guys want to? I'll say this.
I run up to the door and poke my head through and investigate the courtyard.
Yeah, it's an outdoor courtyard.
All right, yeah, we might as well check it out.
It's an outdoor courtyard. As you look to the left, you see an ornate door that is like similar to the door that you would have walked through into the ballroom from the staircase. And to your directly across from the hole that you're standing in is just a wall with some pillars in front of it. And to your right, you recognize the top of the staircase from the forked road, the center staircase. So you like look to your right and you're like, that's where we came from. And you look to your left and you notice this like magnificent door.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to that door, investigate the surface of that door.
Okay. So on the front of the door, again, beautifully ornate, and you see coins that are similar to the ones that Sinat and Ganon have around their necks. But they're different animals, creatures, beasts, heroes, creatures of evil. Each of the coins encrusted deeply into the door. You see, banshees and shadow creatures and manticores. But you see Ganassi and tieflings, humans, other dragonborn, but the dragonborn coins, not the full-born dragon style. And in the middle of it, it all crests to 4 holes. 2 gold, 2 silver.
This must be where the coins get. We need to put the coins on the door in order to gain entry.
I agree.
We got 2 out of 4 coins.
All right. I want to try putting one of my coins. The dragon one is a gold coin, right?
Yep.
Can I reach the hole?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to try.
I give you a boost.
I want to try over my tiny dead body. I want to put my gold coin into the space for empty gold space.
Okay. The door like almost sucks it in. It goes, and then nothing happens. Just sits there.
All right, I'm keeping my coin around my neck.
Okay. Yeah, Zach, you can pull your coin back out as well.
I pull it back out. I want to keep it too.
Okay. So
I just know what it did.
So
I
basically,
think that these coins might be more suited to provide direction on our quest. They might tell us the direction of other coins.
We obviously need 2 more when we come back. We'll need to find the other 2 anyway. Let's keep these. They may give us an advantage. All right.
Okay. So you guys turn around and you head back down the stairs and find yourselves again at the fork that this story started at. To your left, the ballroom and kitchen where you came from. Center, the ornate door where you've just walked down. And to your right, a set of stairs that you have not been down.
To the set of stairs we've not been down.
Let's roll.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a boat.
So the stairs, these particular set of stairs dive down and dive all the way back up, and you come to a door that is just a simple looking wooden cut door. You walk into the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doors have been great for us so far. Let's do it.
Okay. Inside of this door, you enter a library. It's the most gorgeous library you've ever been in. Rows and rows of books. As you look up, it's as high as you can see. It's in fact, the books go so high that as you look up, you can see where the candle's light ends. Along each pillar in the room is a candle that flickers, like sort of like like a wall sconce candle. They flicker up and down. That's all you see.
Oh,
I use
waiting for point.
so I have ultra dark vision, so I can see 120 feet in the dark. Can I see anything of importance past?
I also have dark vision.
I have dark vision too.
Ultra dark vision.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me what they don't. Or tell me what I don't.
Past the candle. You're asking if you see anything past the candlelight.
Anything of importance past the candle? I can.
No.
Force.
Wait a minute.
I don't think that's actually what's happening.
What is happening? You guys are cutting in and out a lot. Talk louder.
That looks great. I think does our camera look like it's out of focus to you?
No, your camera
No.
looks fine.
Looks great.
Oh.
Yeah, it's what we're saying.
Okay. So,
Never mind.
yeah, you don't notice anything at all. Just the rows of books going up as high as you can see, and the candles on the walls flickering, and that's it. There aren't even desks or tables in the room.
All right, I'm gonna just walk in.
Okay.
Let's get this party started.
All is
Okay.
well. They
Furiously
walk
types.
unknowingly.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? There's like I'm giving you carte blanche in this room. What would you like to do? What do you want to pick up? What do you want to touch? What do you want to?
Basically, can you just are there any other egress from this room? Just desks and books.
It's books, desks, the candles on the light. What you do notice once you finally walk in is that on the right side of the wall is like a large text in Draconic. Do any of you speak or read Draconic?
Yeah,
They both do.
I would say the Dragonborn.
Okay.
Velian, what's up with this?
Okay.
Yeah, what's it
I
say?
can't read.
Fly right
Oh,
up to
yeah,
it.
he has no intelligence. He actually can't read.
On the text it says on the text it says fortune is for the dragons who look towards the sea. Dash Drez Mil Kusarid. It's a quote from the guy who owns the house.
Wow, he's full of himself.
Well, he didn't build the house though. He just owns it.
Right. Yeah. Which wall of the room faces the sea?
The one you're looking at.
Or are we gonna?
Oh, the one we're looking at. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. One of us has to have a natural sense of direction.
I live underground.
I call
For-
for,
for-
a natural
Which
sense
way's
of
up?
direction to figure out which direction the ocean.
The sea is the way you're facing the wall on the text. On this wall, also highlighting the text, are a set of candles as well. Just so you guys get an idea of that, like this room is like basically only lit by candles, and like this wall is only highlighted by candles.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a spell slot, and I'm gonna detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the duration, you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. I don't have to roll for this.
Okay. So are you using that?
Yep.
Okay.
Marking a spell slot. I'm using it.
For the first time that you notice, you look at the candles and they start. You realize that they change colors. They shift and change colors faintly. And using your detect magic, you can see that they are radiating magic.
Okay.
The two on the wall.
So I look at all the candles in the room.
Just the ones
Or-
on the wall.
Okay, so I look at the party and say, "All right, guys, these two candles. There's something about them. I think that we need to pull them off and see if we can find something with them on the walls. I think that these candles will show us something if we move them around the room."
Yeah. I think they're probably hiding something, though. I think they're hiding whatever's not visible way up in that black void above our heads
I already looked up there and there.
that you can see.
As you can see, I haven't completely up.
So okay, I'm gonna grab a candle and kind of start kind of like getting close to all the books, and I'm gonna start underneath the quote to
Okay.
see if I can see anything.
Okay, so you reach up, you grab the candle, and Ganon disappears.
What? Ah!
Does he know he's disappeared, or does he just turn
Ganon is now in a completely different room. You cannot talk to him. He does not know where he is, but he is also in a library.
You son of a bitch.
I blow the candle out.
Okay, it lights itself back.
Okay, just I.
Ganon is now dead.
Yeah, that's died. I pick the other candle up.
Okay, and let's see, and now Thelian is gone.
Well, we didn't
It's-
need those chumps anyway.
Mid-sentence, he stops. You stop him from talking. So anyway, Velian and Ganon are now gone, and Sinat and Brina remain in this room, and suddenly all of the candles along the walls go out, except for one at the other far end of the library. Ganon and Velian, the two of you see the same thing going the direction that you're facing towards the wall. So, Brina and Sanat, you guys are going north to south. Ganon and Velian, you guys are going south to north. All the candles have gone out, except for one's at the end of the hall.
Morris wants someone to offer fruit.
What do you do?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got
I think that we need to.
Zep, for reference,
Go
the candle that you had in hand has also gone out.
Oh, the candle that I had is gone.
Yeah, it's gone out.
All
There's
right.
no light except for the now. You
Hold
guys
on,
using
hold on,
your-
though. Hold on. Do any of us not have dark sight? Dark vision?
I don't think so.
Dark vision has already been shown to be irrelevant.
Not if all the lights went out.
Now it is relevant.
Now it is
Oh,
relevant.
okay.
Yeah.
We can all see 60 feet. She can see 120 feet in the dark.
And still, the only thing you see now is the candle. Even the books themselves seem to have disappeared.
So I
Wait,
go
wait,
to-
I'm-
books are gone?
no,
Even they seem so. As the candles
Okay.
went out, it seems that like all that shit went out.
I use the dark vision to travel towards the candle it's still lit.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk towards the candle.
I guess I'm walking towards candle, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of the
Wait,
only thing you can do.
Go into the light.
Okay.
Seems like-
At the end, you come to a wall, and that wall is a window. And on the other side of that window, Sanat and Brina see Ganon and Velian.
Great.
And
that?
what's that?
Do we see them as
Yeah,
well?
and you can see them as well. Both of you appear to be standing under a candle.
It's so the candle's suspended.
The candle is it's like attached to the glass, to the window
Yeah.
of the glass.
All right. I
Okay.
like try to poke my hand to the.
You snap a finger, roll 1d4.
So mean.
Two.
Huh?
Two.
Okay, you don't have to take 2 points of damage. I was just being a dick,
I
but
literally-
nothing happens. You,
That was
you literally like you try and put your hand through the glass because I was really
Yeah.
hoping that someone would say that, and nothing
Right.
happens. You just touch the glass.
I try to take the lit candle off.
Okay. You try and take the lit candle off. Velian returns to the room, but Brina disappears.
Fuck. I should have been writing down this shit. God damn it.
And no. I was gonna use the potion that I got. That's
Okay.
Wait, did you use detect magic, Zep?
I did, and the only thing that we got was the two candles. The one that Brina was holding and that I was holding were magical and emitting colored light.
Great, we discovered LEDs.
LEC.
At least.
Light emitting candles.
So did Brina grab the candle and now all the candles are gone from
Nope.
my side?
The same candle remains, but
Flame.
Velian and Brina have switched spots.
Okay. I'm gonna hand the candle to Velian and be like, brother, light this guy.
The candle that you had in your hand.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm now holding that candle.
Yes.
Yes.
And you light it?
Yeah.
Okay. It like catches flame, and then like the whole wax of the candle just goes and melts down. And now all you have is like this metal candelabra. Zep, your detect magic is still working. You see that now that is just candelabra.
It's gone.
Gone.
Okay. That magic has been dissipated by the larger candle.
Hmm.
The only thing left in this room is that candle. I think
I take the candle off.
You take the candle off?
on
Yeah.
our end.
Okay, no, because he switched spots with Brina now. So
Oh.
as you reach up to touch the candle and you put your hand on it, Sinat disappears, and Ganon is now on your side.
Welcome back.
This
And
is
you guys have now switched rooms completely.
I look around.
So
the,
hold on.
wait.
So now we are in the
Every-
same room as her.
everybody
No.
touch the candle at the same time.
We can't because me and Zephyr
No,
are on
all
the
of us on the one side
can't.
touch the candle. Yeah. Everybody touch the candle at the same time.
Sure.
Yeah?
All right.
Okay, so all four of you are touching the candle at the same time.
Yes.
So Sinat and Brina are in one room, Velian and Ganon are in another room, right?
Let me guess.
Yep.
We just swap rooms.
You swap rooms.
All right. Only two of us need to touch the candle at the same time.
Mm-mm.
Me.
Oh
And
god, we've mixed
Snap
this up
on
so
the
bad.
side
It's
of-
a shell game.
The rooms are the same, right? As far as we can tell.
As far as you can tell, the rooms are the same.
I hate puzzles.
Again. So I'm gonna roll investigation on this mirror.
Okay?
Hang
Okay, yeah.
I wish I was lucky. Hit it.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Crits in the chat.
Okay. Crits in the
Give
chat.
me those crits.
I will drop you some crit love right now. Okay. In the window, you see Ganon and Velian standing across from you. And you look in the window, the reflection of the window, and you see Brina standing next to you.
Okay.
And you notice that Brina, and Ganon are emitting the same reflection of the candle on their face. And you see your own reflection, and you notice that the reflection of the candle is emitting a different color for you and Velian. And your colors match.
That's what you get for a nat 20.
Yeah, just
Okay.
wait. It's about to get interesting.
Oh, man, that was pretty useful. We obviously need to get those things lined
Okay.
up.
Yeah. So
Oh,
so
we need
can
to
you
have
repeat
this
that again?
one.
So
Yeah.
so
Oh,
there's
no,
three,
yeah,
there's four
fine.
there's four of us.
Yeah, there's four of you. Two of you emit are like receiving the same color reflection from the candle glows yellow like a normal candle, right?
Yep.
But
Okay.
in the reflection of the mirror, you see that you, Sinat, and Ganon, yeah, emit it appears like the candle is reflecting blue on each of you.
Oh, okay. I misheard what you said the first
Yeah.
time then. Sorry. Okay.
But
It's obviously
But-
me and
if you look at Brina in the reflection of the mirror, and you look at Velian through the window, you see that the candle, even though it's glowing yellow, emits the color red on the both of them.
Okay, so we just need to get both colors on.
One of us needs to swap. We're
Yeah.
basically one step away. So
Who has
I'm
the
I'm gonna
candle?
grab the candle.
And I'll
You're
grab
gonna-
the candle.
No.
No.
Okay.
You grab the candle.
I need
I'm
a-
grabbing the candle.
Sinat grabs the candle. Brina disappears from the room, and Ganon is now in the room with Sinat. And let's roll initiative.
Oh, here we go.
Let's fucking go.
Go.
do we have to fight each other? I hope we do. I've always wanted to kill my friends.
13.
6.
Okay.
17.
Sorry, Zep, you rolled a 6, and
Yep.
Zach, what did
I'm
you
doing
roll?
great with this initiative thing.
No, I only have 10.
Sorry, 19.
Sorry,
Sorry,
I-
19.
Okay, Delin rolls a 10. James, what did you roll?
17.
Holy shit. Okay. So the order is Zach, James, Delin, Zep. Okay, let me roll initiative.
For unknown.
Yeah, her.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. So now both of you are the whole team is looking in the mirror. And for whatever reason, you've tried 1,000 times, it seems like, but you guys can't seem to get into the same room, and you hear the most horrid wailing you've ever heard before. It's like 1,000 witches wailing out in pain. And a shadow starts to cast down the mirror, blocking you, down the window, blocking you from seeing each other. And from the window explodes what you recognize as a humanoid figure draped in all black. It floats just above the ground, and it wails in your face, Sinat. It zooms in real close, and it goes,
Somebody clip that.
Is it scary?
and it floats.
Am I scared?
And it yes, you're like you're taken aback because you weren't expecting that. Because you were looking at your friends on the other side of the window, trying to figure out how to get to them, and the figure like floats out into the sky, and it passes through the window, and you look into the window, and you see now that it's in the face of Brina and Velian, and Zach. It's your turn. The Wraith is on the other side of the window with Brina and Velian.
But it's busted through, so technically...
Oh, is the glass broken?
No. The Wraith has a special action called Incorporeal Movement, in which it can phase through walls and windows. So it passes freely through the two rooms.
Okay. I get into the other room if I touch the candle.
Or you can just...
Well, you don't end up in the room. Well,
I would pass because then
somebody,
our action is just going to be to go back through.
No. So for the context of this set of combat, because you guys haven't really grasped the idea yet, I will say this: touching the candle does not count as an action. It is a fundamental aspect of this puzzle.
Okay. Then I touch the candle. What happens? That's my first step. Call it.
Okay. Okay. You're doing this for the purpose of investigating, right? I'm telling you that if you choose to make it your action, it will not count as your initial action. You'll still get to attack on the other side or complete whatever happens. So your action is going to be that you touch the candle.
No, if I can attack once I've touched the candle, then sure, yeah, I touch the candle.
Okay, you touch the candle and Sinat disappears and Brina comes back into the room. You've completed your action. The next
made a terrible mistake.
Yes, because you weren't listening to me. The next turn goes to the Wraith.
I thought you said I'd be able to make it. Never.
Yeah, if you were the one that went to the other side. When you touch it.
So the Wraith is now facing
my counterpart. Shit. All right.
The Wraith is now facing Sinat and Velian, and it is going to attack Velian with Life Drain.
So when you touch
does a 21 hit? Velian?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
It does? Okay. Six damage.
Ooh.
So it comes up to you and grabs your face and wails the same way that it wailed at Sin at the beginning of this fight, and it sucks your soul, your life force from you. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
She's
better not be a crit. Your soul is at stake.
You.
Wait, you still talking?
No.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Germany.
What'd you roll? I need you to make a saving throw, a Constitution saving throw.
Who?
You, Velian.
Oh.
Okay.
You need to use names.
Yeah.
I said that. I said he walks up to Velian, and starts stealing your soul. Make a Constitution.
Okay, cool. I rolled a 15, and my Constitution is +4.
Okay, so it takes the 6 points of health away from you, and then breaks free of your grasp and flies back around, and finally comes down and hovers down near the floor, facing you guys. It is James's turn.
He just.
That was my turn.
No, that was your reaction to it.
The saving throw was my reaction. Your reaction to my attack.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hey, Dogburn, thanks, man. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So, I don't know what the fuck to do to a non-corporeal being.
Breathe
Shit.
lightning at it.
Fuck it. I breathe lightning.
Okay. Now, hold on a second. Don't you only get breathe lightning like once per rest?
Oh, maybe you can't breathe lightning.
So I guess we didn't. We had a short rest, right? The battle was over.
We had we had. I'll give you a short investigative rest when you were at the door. You guys spent a long time sitting there trying to figure out what to do with the coins.
Cool. Then yeah, I got my magic fire back.
Okay.
Sorry, my lightning fire.
Okay.
So dexterity saving throw.
I make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Fine, you really.
Okay, I roll a 19.
Cool. I do nothing.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I'm
No, it should be like half damage. or something.
Half damage.
Half damage. Okay. So
1d fucking or 2d6.
2d6. Okay.
I rolled a 1 and a 1, so I do 1 damage.
You rolled 2 1s.
Yeah.
Okay. You do 1
Wow.
damage.
And since I do
Yeah.
half, I do exactly 1 damage.
Okay. Okay, cool. And it is Dylan's turn.
I am on the opposite side of it.
Correct. So you are standing with Sinat looking at No. You're standing with Ganon looking at Sinat and Velian.
Mhm.
I use the potion that I just got to transport to the other side.
Nice.
Very good.
Thanks for the love, Dogburn. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone. The kiddo got up at 3 a.m. Someone to save. All right, Dogburn, take it easy, man. Thanks for the bits, brother. Appreciate that so much. Okay, so you take the potion and you snap to the room that Sinat and Velian are in, and Ganon is left alone in the other room.
Do I get to attack, or is that my?
You can
whole-
attack.
I'm gonna then attack
Fucking go.
with the rapier twice.
You still have a bag of 1,000 ball bags.
I actually do.
I know. I'm looking at your
11.
inventory.
Does it?
11.
11 and 9.
Neither of those hit.
I do.
Okay. Okay, cool. So Zep, it's your turn.
Cool. I am going to take one look at this wraith, and then I am going to hit it with some divine smite
Okay.
because fuck wraiths. So I'm gonna roll 1
Can you just really freely use Divine Smite
Yes,
as
you
often
can.
as you have
it-
spell slots?
spell slots.
Spell slots.
Thank you. Okay.
That my first attack was a 11.
Okay, that does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it again.
You guys are tracking your spell slots on D&D Beyond, right?
Yes.
I am.
Okay.
I
And
haven't had a successful
that-
use of one
my
yet.
second one is a 12.
Use it.
Is it
What?
12? That
Yeah.
does not hit.
Motherfucker.
Miss?
No,
All right.
doesn't, because it only activates amongst a successful attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The melee attack.
Oh,
If you don't have a
for-
successful melee attack, it doesn't get used.
That's correct. Yeah.
so the
So-
spell slot doesn't get expended.
Yeah, if you miss.
If you miss.
Okay,
no.
I missed twice.
Okay. So
and now
oh, okay.
so and then I'm going to afterwards I'm going to touch the candle.
you're going to touch the candle?
Yep.
Okay. You touch the candle, and Velian is in your room now.
What up?
Brina and Ganon are now in one room with the Wraith.
Cool.
And Sinat and Velian are in the same room together. So basically, what happened is instead of it pulling Velian over, Sinat, it moved you back into that room. Are we clear? Everyone's
Yep.
good? Okay, great. So that means, Zach, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to pick up where Sinat left off. Give me some Divine Smite.
Okay.
So I am going to go for... So, can I make 2 melee attacks and only use Divine Smite on one of them and then still get the attack from the second one? That's
Yes.
allowed, right? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. 2 maul attacks. And let's roll for those.
Okay.
18.
That hits.
22.
Okay, that hits. Rest assured, that one's gonna hit.
All right, so I am using a 2nd level spell slot to cast Divine Smite, so that gets me 3d8.
Okay.
Would this wraith, is a wraith considered a fiend or undead?
Is considered an undead.
Then I get an additional 1d8
Okay.
top of that.
Okay. Roll it.
And it's all radiant damage.
And damage from the mauls, right?
Yes.
That's in addition to the Divine Smite damage.
Correct.
Okay. Get your calculator out. I'm going to start rolling this. So
Bishop.
each maul is 2d6 plus 2. All right? So,
Okay.
okay, so
Roll your mauls.
5, 8, 5. Okay, so that's
23.
Yeah, that's just from the mauls.
Okay, so that's it. That's the non-radiant damage.
Yeah, that's like 23 bludgeoning damage or whatever it is.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly. That's the non-radiant damage. What? 6. 1d6 plus 2.
Okay.
Okay, so 2d8 radiant. So for radiant damage, five, 8. You writing these down?
Yep.
Zep's got it.
Okay. 7 plus my 1 extra 1. 5.
So that's 25 radiant damage.
Okay.
On top of the
On top of the what?
8.
23 bludgeoning.
Yeah,
Okay.
like that.
So you tank this thing for 50 points of damage on the radiant damage attacks, and it screams and yells again. 1,000 voices sound like they're yelling all at the same time. It circles and then right through the wall, and it now sits in the room with Sinat and Velian. Okay.
Thanks, guys. Your turn.
That was
And
a
it's
baller attack,
and
my
it's
boy.
the Wraith's turn. Does
You
it?
can call
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it?
I mean,
Does it? Hello. Does a 2 hit? I'm attacking Sinat.
No, 2 does not hit.
Okay, 2 does not hit. So it like rushes towards you, and you feel like this cold breeze coming at you, and it just passes through you. And it's like you feel almost violated because this like wraith spirit just like passed through your body, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. And it like comes up and screams again, like angry at itself for not being able to complete what it like trying to like angry for itself for not trying to like clasping onto your soul. And
I got a slippery soul.
And it is James's turn.
Don't say that again.
Okay. So,
It sounds like a 90s alt rock band.
does piercing damage even do shit to these guys?
You can roll and find out.
Cool. So I'm just gonna use both my hand axes and just try to like swipe through it.
Okay, that's not piercing damage, that's slashing damage, for the record.
Right, that is slashing. That is 13 and 5.
Okay. What are your hand axes made out of?
Oh God, he's gonna take him away from you.
You choose. Just go. Choose right now.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah. What metal? What metal are they made from?
Mithril.
Little fancy ass hand axe.
Mithril hand axes?
You're like the richest fucking gnome I've ever met. Or you're not a gnome. You're a dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
You're
They're
dragonborn.
inherited.
Okay, so that's actually totally reasonable. The 13 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah,
That's 1d6 plus 2. So 2, 4. Or do 4 damage total.
Okay.
Playing with one of those ceremonial sabers with like rubies and bombs on it.
It again screams. This time it's louder and longer. And it's silent. It's deadly silent in the room. And from the ceiling, a scream responds. Delin, it's your turn.
Oh no.
Delin, it's your turn.
It's not children.
The ceiling in which area?
The whole library.
Okay.
Both of you guys hear it.
Can I look up and see anything?
You do not see anything.
Keep your secrets.
I'm on the side without.
You're on the
Yeah.
side without the wraith.
That we know about. Not the wraith.
I turn to you and say, touch the candle.
Okay, I touched the candle.
You touch the candle?
Sure, she asked me to.
Okay, Brina disappears. Sanat enters the room. Brina's now on the side with the wraith with Valian.
Okay, I
So-
good luck. And then use the rapier to attack twice.
Okay, stop. What are your rapiers made out of? You did not hear him say mithril, so that answer does not count.
Oh, it doesn't count, so I
No.
didn't hear it say it.
No, it does. It doesn't count. So like you can't say it because he said it.
They're made from silver.
Okay.
It's like one of the softest.
I'm not thinking
I'm not-
damage
okay.
wise. I'm thinking
Okay.
mystical wise.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Okay, so you're attacking with your two rapiers.
Yeah. Oh, it was a d20 and then it rolled.
Hey, Candles, welcome back. Huh?
11
Okay, 11.
and a nat 20.
11 and a nat 20. Okay. So the 11 doesn't hit, the nat 20 hits. Go ahead and roll.
So
And
5 feet, so sneak attack. So
yeah,
D8.
I mean, the natural 20 doesn't matter. You're gonna fucking destroy this thing.
Okay.
Go on.
6, 8, 9, 10, piercing damage.
10 piercing damage.
Mhm.
Okay. So total what you rolled was 10? Oh, okay. Then it does matter. Roll an extra 1d4 for your nat 20.
So 12 altogether.
Okay. Tell me how it happens. You got your two rapiers in hand. Tell me how it goes down.
Well, they have one. But when I transport back over to the other side, I transport basically like into it,
Okay.
slash my way out. of
Sick.
The
Of the wraith.
yes.
Okay, cool. So, as you provide this like last swipe, it dissipates into a cloud, and the cloud looks like it's being sucked up into the air. And you hear the response again, the scream of 1,000 souls. And a second wraith comes racing down to the window. Through
To
the
the
wall.
wall.
Fuck!
I've been waiting for
when,
that.
when I was writing this, I was like, okay, just don't fuck this up, and you can't feed that joke. There's no way. Okay, so it races through the wall, through the window, up and down, and it grabs Brina, and it grabs Velian, and it takes them up into the ceiling, and it races both of you, and you see it starts to race full speed at the wall.
Yo, fuck.
And you both go through the wall using incorporeal movement. And it drops you from about 60 feet. Both of you roll a 1d4.
Wouldn't it be called like proxyporial movement at that point?
1.
4.
I rolled a 10. He takes more damage.
1.
1. Okay, both of you take 1 damage as you land on your feet, and the 4 of you are now together again. And this larger wraith stands in front of you.
Oh,
Can we have a moment for like that shot from the first Avengers when they all finally reunite in New York and it like does the
Yeah. Yeah, the wrap around, and one of the frames is like the wraith. It's just standing there. It's like, yes,
setting the cinematic scene for all our viewers.
Yes. So it is hovering above you, and it is Zach's turn. No, I'm sorry, it's Zep's turn.
I'm gonna listen to the coin. What is the coin telling me, if anything?
You're gonna listen to the coin?
Yeah.
It's screaming louder than it was by the door. It's yelling, and it's even moving a little bit towards the wraith.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to for my action, my first action, I'm going to take the coin and throw it to the right of the wraith.
To the right of the wraith.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if the wraith turns, I am going to run up and try and destroy it in the back with my longsword.
Okay. And you're just doing a longsword attack?
I will also be using Divine Smite.
Okay. You throw the ring, and the wraith glances at it and catches it.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Spits at you.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I was throwing it like that more than he like. I was trying to throw it so he would have to at least move.
Oh, I thought for some reason I was like, you're just gonna throw it to the right of this dude. He's just gonna catch it.
No,
yeah,
no.
Sure, go for it.
Like I was like,
I'll take the coin back. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to like.
You're trying to like get it to move.
Yeah, I'm trying to bait it to like look away from me.
Okay, yeah. All right, fine. So you do that, and it rushes towards the coin.
Yep. Okay, and as soon as he turns, I am going to run at it with a longsword attack with Divine Smite to stab it in the back.
Okay.
Hopefully with advantage.
Okay. What is the longsword made out of?
It's made out of steel.
Okay. Go ahead.
Uh, 17.
That hits.
Okay, and I'm going to use a first level slot for Divine Smite.
Okay.
And that is 2d8 plus 1d8.
Yeah, just give me the total.
I rolled a d20. 19 damage.
No! This wraith is screwed!
Okay, so 8. 14. That's total.
14 total?
21 radiant damage.
So 14 plus 21,
So,
you said?
okay.
42 radiant damage. Okay, I got it.
Okay, and I also need to roll my damage for my hit
Okay.
of my slashing damage.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't. The wraith screams out as the divine smite engulfs it. The white holy light engulfs this whole figure, and it destroys it for 56 damage.
I love being a paladin.
The smoke from
Yes!
the wraith. I'll finish this and then I'll tell you guys where I went wrong. the smoke from the wraith
went wrong.
dissipates up into the ceiling of the library, and faintly you hear one more yell, and then you hear a crack go down the whole window, and the window shatters into a million pieces. But as the window shatters, the glass doesn't ever hit the floor. As it hits the floor, it dissipates into the same smoke as the wraith.
Oh, okay.
Who built this house?
Where as it dissipates, 2 coins float and land at the feet of the 4 of you. Sinat, the coin that you had previously worn wraps right back around your neck, and you remain with the same coin.
Okay.
I try to.
You trying to pick up the coin?
Yeah, what's on each one of them?
So there are 2 coins. A gold coin bearing a fully grown dragon. A silver coin bearing a fox.
I'm gonna try to pick up the fox coin.
Okay.
It is what, Constitution?
Yes.
Perception. You need to know what does the fox.
No.
Oh my god.
12.
Okay. You pick up the coin, and you hear for the first time what you understand the guys were talking about. You hear the whispers. It's screaming at you. It's yelling at you. And it comes up again close to your face, and it wraps around your neck.
Does it just like keep screaming from her neck?
It's internal.
No, it just wraps around and like sits there.
Okay.
The dragon coin zooms up into the air and rushes Valian. Boom, right in the forehead again. But this time, it wraps around your neck.
Okay. So coins are all secure, right?
Coins are all secure. What will you do next?
We need to go back and try to get back to the ornate door.
Yeah. How many open slots were there in the ornate door? Only 4. All right. Yeah. Let's get the. Yeah.
Let's
we
go.
need to get back there.
Okay.
Compared to the other.
Okay, so there's nothing else that you guys want to check while you're in the library, right? You guys are good. You have all the information from the library. You want to go straight to the
make
internet.
my bar.
I want to look, Nestor. I want to do a perception or investigation check to see if I can find any type of like map or boat reference in there.
I want to go through the mirror window thing.
It's already it's destroyed. It's like gone forever.
Oh, there's. Okay,
It was
it's not
just a- it
glass
was just a-
one way, the
no,
whole
no.
thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
We already went through
Yeah,
the-
I want to see if I can like see anything about like Drez's ship that Flinner was talking about.
Okay.
Is that a perception or investigation?
It's an investigation check.
That's a critical miss.
Critical
All right,
miss.
Keep
Yeah.
your secrets.
Yeah, I'll keep this one. Okay, so you guys all end up at the courtyard. Sinat is like 10 steps behind you, strangely winded as he was trying to investigate more of the library. And you guys pull up to the ornate door, all 4 of you almost in pain with the loud screams that you are hearing. What do you do?
Throw them motherfuckers at
Toss
the
those
door.
rings at the door.
Yeah.
I don't even aim for a slot. I just throw it at
Toss
it.
the coin at the door. Yeah.
Okay,
And it just
all
goes-
4 coins sit onto the door, and you hear the door go, and you hear them start to ring. But the ring is like a deafening ring. The voices, the whispers have subsided. But nothing happens.
No, just, did we knock?
I
Yeah, sure. And I fucking bust out my great. I'm assuming this is like really painful right now, right?
Yeah, no, it's not painful. You just hear it ringing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
so-
cool, let's knock on this door. And I like bash into it with my great axe.
Okay.
Blunt side.
You bash into it with the great axe? Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bash into my great axe like right in the middle, looking for a seam I don't see.
Okay. You smash into the door, and it blows you back.
Oh.
You don't take any damage. It blows you
I'm
back,
1d4.
but the coins start to move, and they all rotate. One turn.
Oh, not a puzzle.
I whisper to the door in Draconic.
What do you whisper? Or you cut out? You cut out. What do you whisper?
Solve yourself.
Solve yourself.
Yeah.
The 2 silver coins turn upright. The dragon coins are now facing in opposite directions.
Oh. Let's turn the gold coins upright.
Yeah, I say it from across the room on my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is one of you gonna like walk up to him and turn him?
I'll do it. I'll walk up to him and do it.
Okay, so you're turning them both upright.
Upright.
Okay? You turn them both upright, and nothing happens.
So so we and I look and say we need to match the animals. We need to match the colors.
Oh,
I thought they were matched.
Are the colors not matched currently?
No, the 2 silver coins are in the silver spots, the 2 gold spots are in the 2 gold spots. The silver coins are facing upward, the way that you would see the animal facing. The gold coins are also facing upward. You've both turned, so like, the coins have dragons on them, right? The gold coins have dragons on them.
Yeah.
And they both face, like, the same side of the coin. Like, you know how the head on a penny faces the same direction on every penny?
Yeah.
Okay. So what just happened was that one gold coin was basically flipped upside down,
Oh.
right? And
Which
one...
direction is the sea?
Huh? Which direction is the sea? Is
Yeah.
that the question?
Yes.
The sea is to the east.
Is that? Is it possible to orient the heads of the dragons so that they are facing the sea?
Yes.
Then
I do.
that.
I orient all the dragons facing the sea.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the other guy is facing the other way.
Yeah. Velian does that.
The flowing gold of the house starts to illuminate. All of the ornate outside decorations of the house starts to glow and radiate. And you notice that all of the waves in the gold and swoops in the gold start to move like they're animated. And they all move in the same direction towards the sea, facing the east. A window opens on either side of the courtyard. And to the left, facing west, you see the city that this house was built on top of. And to the right, you see the ocean and a boat.
Fucking boat.
The door swings open, and you walk in, and the room is gorgeous. It's exuberantly decorated. It's a living room. Velour curtains fall from the ceilings, and they're tied by gold ropes. Sunlight washes the room. The same chandeliers hang that were in the ballroom. Glass, metal, ornate. The walls are covered in paintings of murals of familiar scenes. Open lands, underwater utopias, mountain views, metropoli built into the side of mountains. And it takes you a second before you realize the crowd of people at the opposite end of the grandiose room, all with smiles on their faces, and they applaud you.
What?
I walk in.
There,
Like, thank you. Basking in this applause.
One man stands out in front of the rest. He's an elven man. His hair is greased back perfectly. He's in a black suit. He's draped in red robes. He puts his hands up, and the whole crowd stops cheering. Our future are for treasure seekers, meant to be the best. Hello, old friends.
Like no one ever was.
I knew you were going to do that. Hello, old friends. Welcome to the vault. Drez's fortune has a gift for you all, but a choice must be made. 2 and 1 are not the same. Will the bearers of the Milkusarid step forward?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with that's me, and I step forward.
One of the bearers of the dragon coin.
There we go. Who else is there?
Ganon had the other dragon coin.
That's it. Right?
Okay.
I kick.
So Ganon and Velian step forward, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
He turns to the crowd and he says, "Guests of House Drez, your champions!" And they erupt louder than they've ever you've ever heard them before. They're just they're going insane, absolutely fucking nuts. And 2 of the most beautiful elven women you've ever seen come and grab a hand of each of you and lead you into the next room.
Not really my type, but all right.
You're like,
Yeah.
okay.
The man at the front stands and he says, "Perhaps I can introduce myself. I am Valtris, sorcerer of the house. Drez's fortune is too great a gift for you all not to be rewarded. You came and you sought it out. You completed the challenges. You took part in the game, in this game that we are all slaves to." And he looks at you and he says, "Sinat, your gift, vengeance." And he snaps his hands and he floats a red helmet over to you. And you hold it. And he says, "The armor of the man responsible for the death of your home." Valtris waves to the audience.
He
And
didn't
there-
kill anybody that he knew. He killed my family.
But he destroyed his home. It's the man he's been looking for.
Well, yeah, we're both looking for him.
Yeah. He waves his hands to the audience, tied up and gagged. The human stands, bloodied, starved, and at his feet are the riches he stole. Not a penny missing. Every piece of Aquas platinum and gold, and every treasure that belonged to your family and the family of the next person from Aquas stands at his feet. And without even noticing it, you hold the rope to carry it all away. And Valtris looks at you and says, "Your gift from Drez's fortune is the freedom from your vengeance." And without even a second for you to react, he snaps his fingers and you're back out in the courtyard. Treasure in tow, man in the red hat and red helmet in tow. And he turns and he goes, "For Brina Tarkleby." He waves his hand and a book appears. And he waves it over to you. It says, "An enchanted book that does the writing for you as you live out your life. This book will write every move and thought into the story of your life." And before you have a chance to react, he snaps his fingers, and you're in the courtyard, standing next to Sinat. And you both turn down and look at your treasures. And Brina, you notice at first, the book has no physical touch. You can't feel it. In fact, as you reach for it, it starts to dissipate. And you look up, and the whole castle, all of the ornate decorations, everything that you've seen for the whole of this treasure hunt starts to fade away in smoke. And Sinat, you look up and now you realize it too. The ruins of this castle surround you. This beautiful ornate home is nothing more than an image. And you look down at the helmet and the helmet fades away. And you look back behind you at the body of this man that you'd hunted for so long. And a pile of bones stands and falls. Even the treasures that you have in your hand have disappeared. Brina, your first reaction is to scream. And as you scream and yell, the book opens and it just writes everything you're saying. But that's this curse of Drez's fortune. It will write your story. You can never speak your story again. And Sinat, the helmet keeps appearing and reappearing in your hand, a constant reminder of the nightmare that you live. We flash back to the vault. Again, beautifully ornate and decorated. We see our two champions, Ganon and Velian.
I don't know what you're doing, man.
Both bearers of the coin. Well, neither of you know what they just saw. To you guys, it still looks exactly like the ornate, beautiful castle that they were just in. And they walk you into the second stage of the vault, and Valtris looks at you and says, "The victor go the spoils." And the beautiful elven women that you notice start to bring in just buckets and buckets and buckets of treasures and gold. And as both of you reach for it, the enchantment blows you back. Valtris, for the first time since you've met him just minutes ago, looks angry, like he's losing his cool, and he yells at you and says, "What don't you understand? There can only be one, while two of one are the same." And he's shaking in anger. And he says, "Both of you bear the dragon coin. Only one of you can win the fortune. The other must die so that I can live."
I killed.
In that same breath, the dragon-bearing heroes see what our two consolation prize heroes have seen. A house falling apart and in ruins. Ghosts and wraiths surrounding them. All these people that you guys thought were audience members are just shadows. Forgotten souls that this sorcerer has already consumed. And both of you are reminded of the story that you hear as kids of Valtris the Terrible. The sorcerer who could live forever. The two of you look at each other and understand that this is bigger than fortune. That in fact there is no fortune. The prize is not being the life that Valtris consumes. The ghosts and wraiths and shadows all wail out. You understand that they're the souls that Valtris has already consumed. You both face each other. You draw your weapons. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining us for this one shot.
No! I had my D20 already!
Awesome.
Thank you guys for joining us for this one shot of Twisted Mithril's non-denominational mid-late December time one-shot series. I have been your host and DM, Pylos, and you guys have been joined by our wonderful cast today. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves? Zep?
I'm Zep.
James?
I'm Zach. I'm Bishop.
Dylan.
And we are Torpid Gaming Network. Hang out just a minute. We're going to talk at you guys for a second while Zep finds us someone to host. But if you don't know, you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account and support your favorite streamer. If that happens to be us, it can help us create more cool content and more storytelling experiences, kind of like the one you experienced today. Candles Department, one of our wonderful mods, has just hit the bot command to the info page if you need help linking your Amazon Prime to your Twitch Prime account. Aside from that, we are live 5 days a week, so join us on Thursday for Adventures in Platformers with Delin. Join us on Saturday for the Pylos Experiment. Join us, Sunday for Team Stream Sundays Couch Co-op. And join us Monday for Retro Gaming with JB2K6 and Zach Lukers. Aside from that, any other... Sorry?
Yeah, we will not be doing our stream next Monday.
Oh, that's right. Actually...
It's Christmas time.
Yes. So there will be some adjustments in terms of who each show features, especially on Saturday, Sunday. But we will get that out to you guys. Just tune in on Saturday at 1 and Sunday at 1, and we'll update you guys with the schedule for the rest of the holiday week. To all of you who are non-denominational and mid to late December time celebrators, the happiest of holidays. Any other closing remarks, guys?
Thank
you for coming out.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, and we got the raid ready to go.
Okay.